Sin and Kyle Draper on your radio at 1140 a.m.
Streaming audio at SacktownSports.com and the Sacktown Sports app.
You can also watch the show on YouTube at Sacktown Sports 1140. Here are the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Kyle Draper.
Yeah, wrapping up the preseason tonight. Winning day, right, Drapes?
Gotta win tonight. Yeah, gotta win tonight. I mean, Clippers throwing out their G League squad, basically. I mean, no James Harden tonight, no Kawhi Leonard. They don't have any stars playing. We got to get this one.
Yes. The big Clipper news, I guess it's not really a surprise, is it? News that Kawhi Leonard is out indefinitely now. You could kind of see this coming going back to the Olympics when they sent him home amid some iffy circumstances.
Yeah, and this is, if I'm a Clippers fan, I'm worried about this.
Oh, yeah.
Out indefinitely after already sitting out basically 6 months. You know, because he suffered the injury towards the end of last season, got pulled from the Olympic squad, really hasn't been doing a whole lot, and he's got inflammation again. This is an issue already for the Clippers, and anytime you're out indefinitely, that's open-ended. It's kind of scary.
Yes. You start to realize, well, what reason is there to expect he'll get better after all this time? Brian Shaw had this to say. This was interesting. He said, I know the company line has been that we're going to be patient with him. So he's doing everything that he can to rehab it and strengthen that knee on his own with our medical staff. And we're just dealing with the guys that we have. The company line has been, we're being patient with them.
Yeah. And I'm reading what Shams had to say on NBA Today. And, he said for the Clippers and Leonard, the good news is they feel like he's now on a protocol and pathway where they found some success in terms of, this is the plan. This is how we're going to chart it. And to me, that's, I hear that. And, I go back to Isaiah Thomas with the Celtics. I go back to Kevin Garnett with the Celtics, Shaq with the Celtics. Maybe Kawhi was misdiagnosed. Maybe the proper treatment plan wasn't the correct one. And according to what Shams is saying, now they figure out a pathway. It's I don't know what's going on, but it's Shams says they want him to be sustainable and feel like with James Harden they can at least tread water and play at a high level leading the ship. But let's keep it real, Whitey. We're talking about Kawhi Leonard, guy that's been injured most of his post-San Antonio, even during the San Antonio career. We're talking about 80-year-old James Harden, the shell of James Harden. Why are we talking about a bottom feeder team in the Western Conference?
Because it's Kawhi Leonard. And, when he's been at his best, it's an interesting story. It's fascinating because when he's been at his best, he's won championships. And then for so long, it's been, where is he? What happened? And we've just been wondering. And now this is almost confirmation that, he may be finished.
Yeah, and that's what our guy Kendrick Perkins said on NBA Today. He said maybe Kawhi should take a look at retiring. And I mean, the dude played 70 games last season, I think it was.
I think it might have been too much for him.
Yeah, it might have been, a little load. And then he got hurt towards the end of the year. When I was thinking about Kawhi's career, it's a Hall of Fame career, no doubt. But a lot of what ifs, right? He could have been even better. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's won, multiple championships, 2 different franchises, finals MVP, like really one of the all-time great careers. And he could have been even better without the injuries.
Now, let's say right now you're James Harden. If you're James Harden, do you say, wow, no Kawhi, I'm going to have to force my way out of here again? Or do you say, here we go. It's Jimmy Ball time again.
Could it be somewhere in between, Whitey? Could it be, here we go again, but I'm home. It's L.A.
Right.
It is what it is. It'll be interesting to see how James Harden plays. I think they open up Tuesday next week, their first game. Does he play like Houston James Harden? Or does he play like, Brooklyn James Harden or at times Philly James Harden where he's just going through the motions? It's however he plays, I'm not buying it. If he has 4 straight 40-point games, so what, James Harden? Don't mean a damn thing because we've seen him turtle when it matters the most. And so imagine being on that team, though. You go from having, Paul George, Kawhi, James Harden. Now it's just James Harden. And you're like, the Rockettes, the Houston Rockettes all over again, So
I think he's going to play like a worn down, almost broken down version of the Houston James Harden.
That's what I think.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he'll enjoy just being the hub of the offense.
Yeah.
He just won't be nearly as good. And he's, he already walked through things defensively.
Yes.
So now he's going to be terrible.
He's going to be putting up a lot of empty numbers, I think, stat filling, if you will. So, I'm looking at the YouTube chat. Did you see I was on the Starting Five series, that Netflix series? I told you about that. Did you go back and watch it?
I have not. I have not.
Drive Guys are stars. Saw them on the Starting Five series. Drapes went off on the Sabonis snub.
Oh, okay.
You got to check that out.
Snub.
Yeah, you got to check. Jay, you saw it?
I did see it.
Yeah.
You were on the road somewhere.
Yeah, I was on the road with a shoddy connection, but we still made it through somewhere. I apologize for that last year. It's going to be better this year. But, man, we were stars out there.
Yeah, that was cool. Last week, I think it was, I asked you, have you been on it? I assumed that you'd be on it. You said, I think we both were.
Yeah, we were. I went back and looked, and it was the Drive Guys.
Too.
Really?
Like you guys, I've seen you. I've only got to about 7 episodes deep.
Okay.
But Drapes is on there a few times, like voiceover, calling them play and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm only up to that episode 5.
You should definitely go back to like ASCAP or BMI, get you some royalties set up.
That's what I'm saying, right? They ain't even ask me for that. Like they didn't ask Whitey, they didn't ask Sacktown Sports. How can that be?
They'll be hearing from my representatives.
Seriously.
Let me give you a quick story real fast. I got called from one of the King songs that we play on this station that I play, right?
Yeah.
Like the Bean for the Sacramento Kings. So I actually know the artist.
Yeah.
And he reached out to me and was like, hey, how do I get how am I eating off this, Jay? What's up with that? Absolutely.
Snap.
He did, I'll let them take care of that. But he asked me how to go about that because of my experience in the music game and royalties and stuff like that. And it was interesting. He was like, hey, I never got a call. No one texted me. Like, how did they take this without any, any permission, so to say? And I kind of told him the game, like, sometimes they don't need it.
Oh, I was wondering, is he in the right? Like, do we need permission to play his music?
Well, to the best of my knowledge in my TV game, they don't need it for you because you are a NBA. They've bought the NBA rights and the logos and everything else. When it comes to him, that's completely different.
Oh.
So what happened is technically as a musician, there's certain, and I don't want to go deep into this, but there's certain ways, percentages you break up a song, correct?
Yeah.
And so with that being said, once you register that as ASCAP, BMI, distribution company, however you do it, some independent people do Urban Masters, United Rap Bay, Empire, which is like the biggest stuff, DistroKid, those type of things. They will then in turn pay those royalties, and your company will then, go grab that money. So,
Jay, how would you say, in your professional opinion, that Domas is coming across on that show? Are we seeing sides of him that you didn't know was there? How do you think he's?
I'd say no. Yeah, I was looking for a little more oomph.
Yeah.
And the first thing that got me wrong, here goes my Sacramento King love, is like, why my guy got to be fifth? Why was he the fifth introduction? And I told you, I had the opportunity to see the first 2 episodes because I got invited for some stuff. And that was the first thing I said. The first episode, no Domas, no Anthony Edwards, of course, too. But the second one, I was like, why is my dude got to be last? And then at the same time, bro,
I'll keep it real.
I'm just saying, here we go, man.
Come on, Jay. Come on.
I can't want things.
No, you can want it.
Okay.
But
I mean,
maybe our boy Domas needs to do a little more, putting himself out there like we always talked about with him and De'Aaron Fox. Those other guys, they move differently.
Don't you think for him, and I know he said, you talked to him, he has said he enjoyed the whole thing, but for him, this had to be a massive effort to put himself out there, right? Just to be on the show
having
and go
cameras,
through it.
all the time. He's not you could tell when he talks to the media, it's not like he enjoys it that much. Right. It's an effort. Yeah, exactly. And so, I would imagine, man, the invasion of the privacy too. It's like Domas, let's keep it real, leads a pretty private life, out there in Napa and everything. Mm-hmm. He leads a pretty quiet life. And then to have these cameras with him pretty much 24/7, it was an effort, if you say so.
I don't think I would want to do that, but I know somebody who would.
Who?
You.
Oh, well,
I'd do it. I'd do it for sure.
I told you, I'm thinking about hiring a videographer, a camera crew to follow me and the kids just for 1 week to get some content and see what we can put together.
There you go.
Because, hey, it's hilarious, man. It's like it's hilarious. Love my kids to death.
Why wouldn't you do it? You don't believe, or you don't want to be recorded that much, or you don't believe you're that exciting, or what?
Me personally, like doing a show and then not doing any of that.
Personal.
That having that line.
Business versus.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. I mean, I would probably do it for a week. Like, I have a hard time, and Jay, we've talked about this, like just advertising myself. But if the cameras are just there and we're acting normal and something like that, and to be honest, like family treasures, like, I want to put something together so that me and the kids can look back 20 years from now. Look how silly we were, And so I'm thinking about it, man. I'm really thinking about it.
What's the name of the show going to be? We'll come up with a name for Drapes show.
Drapes Kids. I don't know, something like that.
No,
Drapes
that ain't
guys.
it. Don't throw that.
No, don't do it like that. I can't. I don't know what it would be, man. The LeBron James of Sacramento or something like that.
Daddy Drapes.
Right. Daddy Drapes, right? No.
You got a suggestion for a Drapes reality show? We'd love to hear it. When we come back, The Ringer now has a top 100 NBA players list. Tell you why that one makes a lot more sense than ESPN's. When we come right back to Sacktown Sports.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
The shot clock is ticking, and your home team is driving up the court. But don't miss your chance to score big at Northern California's #1 Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Save on a new Accord, HRV, Ridgeline, or the all-new Prologue before the buzzer sounds on year-end deals. Don't get benched by high prices. Slam dunk your savings today.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
#1 claims based on 2023 total new and Honda certified pre-owned vehicle car sales from American Honda Motor Company's L1 report.
It's Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room. And guess what? Primetime football is back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. As always, offering the best food, the best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. So check them out, Capital Casino, and always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, October's already heating up on the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. Enjoy family fun at Dave's Pumpkin Patch in West Sacramento all month long. Pick your perfect pumpkin, navigate the corn maze, jump on a massive jumping pillow, and create unforgettable memories for the kids. On October 20th, don't miss Renee Vaca at the Crest Theater for a night of laughs and entertainment. And mark your calendar for Sinners and Saints, the region's best Halloween party on October 26th at the venue at Thunder Valley, complete with a $5,000 costume contest. It's the most spooktacular event of the season. Looking ahead into November, join us for Legends of Motown at the venue at Thunder Valley November 23rd, bringing you the classic hits that defined a generation. And you're not going to want to miss the Jersey Boys Midtown Men Holiday Show December 8th, also at the venue at Thunder Valley. It's going to be a night filled with festive cheer and old school classics. And stay tuned to Sacktown Sports for all your live event updates and your chance to win tickets.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
I don't know if you spent much time on X last night, but at one point, just everything was just all caps. Everybody, Sabrina, right? Sabrina!
Yeah, that was amazing. Watching that last night, saw it live, and that was a great game too, man. Two great teams going at it. Hell of a shot to win the game.
Tremendous
3.
shot. ESPN said it was a logo 3. It was not from the logo. It was not. It was a 28-footer. You don't need to exaggerate. It was a great shot.
Let me ask you this, though, because I've thought about that, and this isn't even about that shot. Sometimes when they say logo shot, sometimes they mean like the side logo, like the little tiny, or it's half court, basically.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of characterizations over the years of, the logo 3-pointer. And I'm like, are they talking about the little Kia ad that's on the side? Is that what they call it, logo? So in your mind, a logo 3 is the half court logo,
which does go obviously a little beyond half court. And she was close but it wasn't a logo.
Yeah.
It was a tremendous shot.
Great shot.
28-footer, right?
I'm with you on it.
And it was a shot. It wasn't a heave.
Yeah. It was a hell of a shot, man. And, I'm watching it, clock winding down. I'm like, you got to go. You got to go. And she calmly hit the 28-footer. And it's been a tremendous series watching them so far. So far.
I think that's the biggest difference in basketball since I first started watching it. And it's not just guys like LeBron and Steph and Dame, but now players like Sabrina. They are shooting. I mean, actually shooting 30-plus footers.
No, you're right. It's not a heave or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're true to form jump shots.
That was a beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot.
Patient follow through.
Beautiful shot. Did you think and I don't want to be negative guy. I don't want to be that guy. Did you think the celebration matched the actual shot? They kind of.
You think they overdid it?
No, I think they undersold it a little bit. Maybe that's just who Sabrina is, but she wasn't all, and running around and everything.
She got a little emotional, didn't she?
Yeah, she did in the post-game interview.
I overcome.
I was like, I expected a little more, but maybe because it was on the road also, too. Yeah. And so it silenced the crowd and everything like that, and there's still work to be done. Yeah. I just thought it was a little understated, the celebration.
What do you think of baseball teams when and I know now we're close to the World Series, but teams win, they get in the playoffs, massive celebration.
I hate it.
Then they win the wild card.
I hate
the
it.
Big celebration.
It's awful. I hate it with a passion. I've seen teams do that. It's way too much. Who cares that you won a wild card? That's like celebrating a first round victory in the NBA. You know what I mean? That's like celebrating a wild card win in the NFL. Like, why is that a thing in baseball? I don't get it.
It's a baseball tradition, but yeah, it is. It does make you
T-shirts and everything.
You win a pennant. You're going to the World Series. Yeah,
I get that.
Hey, we're
right. We won this best of 3 or whatever it is. Like, it doesn't make sense.
What do you think, Mr. Baseball Jay? Is it all right? Is it a little over? I think part of it's because the season's so long. So a team plays 162. They're in the wild card. All right, good for you. Oh, big champagne celebration. Is that too much?
No, man. That's a long time. Pop that bottle.
Yeah, but then if you win the wild card round, then it's all right. Break out the champagne again.
Absolutely. It's not like the NBA and them guys don't do that. We just don't hear about it.
Nah, that's not true. Stop that, Jay. Stop that.
You don't think football celebrating wild card wins?
Not like they not putting up the plastic over the lockers and all that, rolling in the buckets of champagne and everything like that.
I've been in locker rooms and seen it.
You ain't been there, Jay. Stop capping over here.
That's not true. I've been part of a football team and seen them celebrate not a championship.
Like what? First round? Like how about an NFC championship?
Yes, going to like the NFC championship.
That's fine. That's fine. But a wild card round win, like baseball does it after every round. I could see clinching the division during the regular season. I could see advancing to the World Series. But every round?
Have you ever been in a locker room? Probably basketball.
I have not. I was prepared to go into one, but not. The Celtics lost to the Lakers. We had our ponchos on and everything.
Yeah. Because you would have had to go interview people.
Yeah.
So I was in the A's when they won in 2012 and 2013.
Okay.
And I just kind of was able to kind of stay on the fringe, but it's insane.
It's insane.
You know, just the unbridled release of finally it's we did something.
Yeah, every round though. Like, how do you what's
plenty
the
of
difference?
Champagne to spill, Drake?
Nah, but Jay, what's the difference from winning a wild card to winning the whole thing?
Big deal, but I get what you're saying. It's a little over the top. I hear what you're saying.
It's like me being a play-by-play announcer, getting excited over a first quarter dunk versus a game-winning dunk. Like it's you got to have different levels to go to, right?
It's just the baseball tradition. You win something, let's have a big party.
All right.
I'm with you. It does kind of make you
it's
really
weird.
But,
all right. Okay.
So when should you?
When you win
the championship, when you win your division.
I think when you qualify for the postseason now, to me, that's worth celebrating.
That's okay. Okay, yeah.
And then maybe when you're going to the
World Series.
Yeah,
that's.
But on the other hand, you see, I mean, it is a big deal. Those pressure-packed series,
yeah,
the best of 5 and everything. You win one of those, it's a huge relief.
Yeah, but it don't have to be a big production. Plastic, all guys and goggles and everything.
Man, those are $2,000 fur coats up in here, baby. What you
man?
mean?
They got the goggles, the ski mask on.
Travis Scott J's in the back, man. You got to protect those.
Bro, you got to play tomorrow in Cleveland. What are you talking about? Like, what are you doing? Like, move on to the next round. Yeah.
100K worth of jewels in that locker room, man, in that each locker, man. You got to protect that.
We were just talking about the top 100 list here. Drapes pointed out, who is it now? Bleach Report has one.
Yeah, inside the NBA has guys. One. Yeah.
Yeah. And, of course, we talked yesterday about ESPN's, and now the Ringer has one that also came out yesterday. Here's why we really shouldn't spend too much time talking about ESPN's rankings. And I know yesterday we went around and around on it. Do you realize what they say here is these are based on their predicted contributions for this season.
Oh.
So when they say Tyrese Maxey's 19 and De'Aaron Fox is whatever, he's 26 or whatever, they're saying that's what we think will happen this year.
Yeah, not where they stand right now. Yeah, what's the point of that?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
you actually read the fine print, huh?
I did. And I think you'll like this a little more, Drapes.
Yeah, what you got?
You probably already saw it. The Ringer has De'Aaron Fox 22.
Yes.
And they have Domas, he's 25.
Yep.
And then Tyrese Maxey is a little further down, I think. So I know yesterday.
Yeah, 28.
He's at 28. So that's a little more in line with the way you see it, right?
Yeah. That's not even a picture of Tyrese Maxey, is it?
I don't know what that is.
Look at you. See that? That's like the worst picture of Tyrese Maxey. I'm like, is that him?
It's like a courtroom sketch artist or something.
Right. How about this? They got Fox ahead of Tyrese, Dame Lillard, Kyrie, and Ja Morant.
You know why?
Why?
Because Kevin O'Connor doesn't work for the Ringer anymore. Malik Monk is in the top 100. I wonder why.
Yeah. Where's our boy Malik at in this one? Let me pull it up right
He's
here.
number 90. Keegan 98.
Oh, man.
But at least he's on there.
Yeah, I guess he's on there. We got 5 of the top 100 once again, just like ESPN. DeMar is a little low at 49.
Mm-hmm.
They got him at 49. That, to me, that's a little low, so I don't like that. But I do like Domas and De'Aaron, both being in the top 25. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and you were a little miffed yesterday, weren't you? And a lot of Kings fans were, that they had Tyrese Maxey so many slots ahead.
Yeah.
And now it turns out ESPN is saying, well, that's what we expect to happen this year.
Yeah, and what's interesting, you mentioned the Ringer one who had Tyrese at 28.
Yeah.
The Inside the NBA / Bleacher Report one had Tyrese Maxey. Let's see where they had him. 29. So, Fox and Sabonis both ahead of them in the Bleacher Report Inside the NBA one as well.
Yeah. What the Ringer says about De'Aaron is pure speed meets pure skill. One of the best in the league at getting to his spots, even with the game on the line. And that's one of the things that we didn't see from him as much last year as we did the year before, right? The year before was like game on the line. He was going to get to the bottom of the circle.
Yes.
When everybody on the other team knew that's what he was going to try to do, and he still did it.
Yes.
That's why I think last year he was a little banged up or something.
Yeah. Something happened, and 2 years ago, let's be honest, he put it all together, it was like, you just knew he was going to come through in the clutch. We didn't see that as much this past season. Still had a hell of a year, statistically a better year than the year before, but it didn't lead to as many wins. But I'm liking the fact that, and I'm looking at this here, the Ringer, I think they have him as the 6th best point guard, in the association, behind, of course, Steph Curry, Luka, Shea, so that's 3 right there. Brunson, Tyrese, and Fox. So De'Aaron Fox, 6th best point guard in the league, according to the Ringer. I'm okay with that. Tyrese being a little ahead of him. They got him at 17 and De'Aaron Fox at 22.
Had more team success last year.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's reversible.
Easily, right? 2 years ago, Fox and the Kings were darlings of the NBA. They got a lot of accolades. And so the question is, what's this year going to look like? And we've talked about it too yesterday. Contract year for De'Aaron Fox, extension eligible. I expect to see the best De'Aaron Fox of his career this season.
I know that you're not the biggest fan of this guy. What do you think of number 1, the Joker, best player in the NBA? The best player in the NBA. Nikola Jokic.
I'm not. See, you know why I hate these rankings, Whitey? Because they put too much emphasis on one half of the floor. offense. Like Joker's great. I'm not dissing Joker, but look at the top two guys, Joker and Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Turnstiles when it comes to defense. And so, like, to me, I want an all-around basketball player. I want a guy that doesn't take off one end of the floor. And so, to me, Shea is well-deserving. My boy Jason Tatum plays solid defense as well. Like, let's give them guys a little bit more love.
Jalen Brunson, 12.
Yeah, that's pretty high, right?
Well, yeah.
12. And here's the thing. Jalen Brunson is ahead of the finals MVP, the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Jaylen Brown. Ahead of Victor Wembanyama, too, which was shocking. Jalen Brunson is phenomenal. He's great. I'm not going to diss him at all. But he's definitely getting a boost from being in New York. Like, it's without a doubt.
Big Apple boost.
Yeah, the Big Apple boost, the BAB, let's call it that. And there's no doubt about it. He's getting that boost, which is understandable. It's New York.
Is Keegan the epitome of a 3-and-D guy? Is he like the model 3-and-D guy? And do the Kings need him to be more than that? We're back with that on Sacktown Sports.
I'm Brian Tedesco, CEO of Blaupunkt Americas, the pioneers of the car stereo. Today, we're not just about sound systems. We are revolutionizing the e-bike scene with Blue Dot Bike. Thanks to AmericanEagle.com, our online presence now features a dynamic e-commerce website that showcases the quality and affordability of our foldable e-bikes. And our collegiate e-bikes, just perfect for the college fanatic. These e-bikes offer a new way to experience freedom on two wheels, no matter your age. When we needed a top-notch website to match our cutting-edge e-bikes, we turned to AmericanEagle.com. They made the impossible seem easy, tackling digital challenges like pros. Check out the Blue Dot Bike website to see AmericanEagle.com's amazing work in action. Need the best in website and digital marketing solutions? AmericanEagle.com is your go-to. They've been a game changer for us, and they can be for you too. Visit AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW-1. That's 877-WEB-NOW-1.
Fall's right around the corner, and there's no better way to experience nature and everything that Northern California has to offer than in a Jeep. And right now, it's Jeep Adventure Days at Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And they've got the deals and selection for you. From sales to service, they're going to prove to you why they deserve your business. Their GM, Chuck Dean, he has this talent of not only getting you the best deal in town, but he also is able to build an inventory that other dealers are jealous of. SacSuperstore.com and located off of Business 80 across from Hagen Oaks Golf Course. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Your water heater. Old, rusty, forgotten. We hardly ever even think about them until there's no hot water. Right now, get incredible rebates up to $3,000 off and financing available for as little as $40 a month. Leave it to Bonnie to crank up the heat.
Whitey here reminding you that not all grills are created equal. Give your family a real treat. Bring out all the flavors of the upcoming holidays with the amazing Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers. Napoleon grills have features other grills can't match. They're built different, built better, built to last, complete with a lifetime warranty. All made with premium steel that boasts absolute quality. Just because it's October does not mean we can't barbecue outside. Visit California Backyard now for your best selection of grills and Napoleon Grills accessories.
Finally, an easy way to find home improvement contractors. Just visit subcontractorsunited.com and simplify your search for home services professionals. From cabinets to windows, roofing to plumbing, Subcontractors United is an easy, simple way to find and hire a home improvement contractor. And you never have to give up personal information. So no harassing phone calls like you get from those other websites. Subcontractorsunited.com is sponsored by D&D Cabinets and Savage Design.
Maida Chevy saves you $12,000 off MSRP on every new half-ton Silverado RST in stock after rebates. All of them. Silverado blowout on now at MaidaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
See dealer for details. Ends 10/31/24.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all four arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys.
Watch the show on youtube.com/SacktownSports1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Kings and Clippers tonight. You want to hear that game right here on Sacktown Sports. If you want to watch it, I got to thank Drapes, because Drapes is the one who told me, he might have said it on the air, that the Kings game could be seen on NBC Sports Bay Area and on the app. That's how I watched it, because it's supposed to be available at kings.com, and I just was not. I went into the rabbit hole, and I was going around chasing my tail, and I could not watch it on kings.com, which kicked me to nba.com, and then I was not able to watch it. So
I haven't tried kings.com yet, but I usually go, to the NBC Sports app, and it's one of the things that you click it on, and there it is, right there.
It was painless.
Yep. So
they have my zip code wrong at nba.com in my account for some reason, and I think that's maybe why I can't watch it.
Oh, really?
They seem to think I live in Los Angeles or something. I have no idea.
Beverly Hills, huh? Is that the house in Beverly Hills?
And they have a zip code, and that's not my zip code. I put my real one in there, and then they kick it back to the old one. And so, anyway,
do you have League Pass or no? Have you?
I have just a version of it, but not the whole thing.
Dude, as much as we love the NBA, League Pass is awful. Like every year, I don't know if I have it or not. It takes me like 3 weeks to get up to speed. I can't be the only one. I can watch it on my phone, but not my iPad, and not then they got this NBA ID that you got, and it's like, I don't know about that. I don't know. It's too confusing, man. Eric Stoneburner says League Pass is the best. It's the best when you get it working. It's like I said, it takes me 2 to 3 weeks each season to figure out, okay, do I have this or not?
Well, all I know is that they typically start the season with that free preview.
But see, that's the problem, Whitey, because then that makes me think I got it. And then the free preview ends, and it's like, what happened to League Pass? And so, seriously, you should look at I had to go on Twitter and actually message the League Pass support people last year. And this was in January. January, was still trying to figure it out. And so, yeah, man, it's something. It's something. It takes a minute to get there.
You can order a la carte. You can order individual games. And you know why that is the case now? You heard all that? I think we talked about it. Well, they had a lawsuit. Somebody pointed out and sued them and said, you're charging me for all these games, and not just the NBA, but MLB. He said, you cannot possibly watch all of the games because some of them are on at the same time. Therefore, it's illegal what you're charging me for. And so, and
really,
they won, and that's why the leagues had to change it. So okay, you can buy the whole pass, but if you don't want to, you can get the individual games
for the individual games.
So that then we're not charging you for games you cannot watch unless you say, "All right, I'm okay."
Do you do that? Individual game?
I have done it. Yeah, I don't do a lot. There's so many games on now.
So many games. Yeah, that's true. And why not just by the time let's say individual games were what, $4.99 or something like that?
I think they're like $7, but I'm not
sure. Dog, you watch 15 to 20 games. You could have just bought the whole package. I've never tried the individual game thing. It's always been the but then I'm supposed to get it free from the NBA, and it's weird, man. That's what I'm saying. It's jacked up.
Then once you get to the halfway point of the season, the price comes way
down.
It
comes down. It comes down. Yep. Yeah. So I think I have it. I don't know if I have it yet, though. I should have it. But I tried to watch something on my phone through the NBA app, and it didn't work. And
that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Yes,
if anybody gets it, you should get that for work. Now, I read some yesterday about sports on TV, and I strongly disagreed with it. And I was a little surprised that I disagreed. And it was SI.com, and it was Jimmy Traina, and he was writing about the Dodgers and the Mets, the NLCS. And he said, this is Jimmy Traina on Twitter. He said, it is a travesty that the NLCS is on Fox Sports Net or Fox One or whatever it is, when on regular Fox, they have The Masked Singer. Jimmy Traina said, that is a travesty. And I think 20 years ago, I would have agreed with him. But now I look at it and I go, I love baseball, but a lot of people don't want to watch it. So as long as I can see it, I don't care where it is.
Yeah, exactly. And if I'm correct, and I'll have to, do a little bit more research, I believe FS1 is a standard channel on the packages. It's not an added one where you got to pay a premium for or anything like that. In today's day and age, people can find games easily now. Like it's, all you got to do is your Xfinity remote.
Yeah.
NLCS. And it'll go, I don't even know what channel it's on, but it'll take me there. And so
try again.
Right? But Jimmy Traynor, man, he's get off my lawn, get off my lawn right there.
Yeah. You remember years ago when the NBA first went to Turner?
Yeah.
And people laughed because they said, it's not even broadcast TV. And David Stern at the time said, for the people growing up now, it makes no difference whether it's cable or over, or whether it's antenna TV. And he was right. Yeah. People didn't make that distinction. It's like, it's on my TV. I don't care if it's a network or if it's a cable channel.
Right. Let me ask you this, though, because there does come a point where, all right, you can put it on network TV, whatever channel, but the streaming, what if the World Series is strictly on Amazon or Apple TV or something? Is that going too far?
Yeah.
Where it's just streaming?
Yeah. Okay. Because then it's not available to everybody, right?
Right. It's
available.
That's a premium. People. You got to pay an extra to get that. And so, but I feel like that's the way we're going, Whitey.
Years and years and years ago, Al Davis said the Super Bowl is going to be pay-per-view someday. And so far, it hasn't happened, but.
And you know why that is? Because they make so much money from the commercials and everying like that. They don't need to.
Right.
But if they did that, like, I don't know about you guys. How many of you will actually do like pay-per-view boxing matches?
I still do it.
You still do it? I don't do it anymore. Back in the heavyweight division was at its prime. It's, or Roy Jones Jr., Mayweather maybe, but.
I was visiting my mother-in-law once, and she felt sorry for me because I was Tyson and Spinks.
Ooh.
And so she's all by for it. And it was over
38 seconds. 38 seconds. You remember that, Jay?
You know what you know what the pay-per-view thing is now? It's more of a family event. Friends and family event. So tank fights, it's like, hey, Whitey, Drapes, slide on over. That's why we do the pay-per-view thing. More times than not, I'm not sitting in the house watching it myself. Unless I'm inviting somebody else over or I'm going to somebody else's house. I wouldn't pay pay-per-view for the Super Bowl.
Well, we came close to it last year when we had that playoff game, the Chiefs and the Dolphins, and it was on Peacock.
Which Drapes can't get for free.
I got it now.
You paying for it?
It comes with the package.
With the NBC package?
Yeah, I didn't know, though. I didn't know for the last 2-3 years. Yeah. So, but hold up here. And because, we're talking about this and people are raising some good points on social media, on YouTube. Isn't Thursday Night Football only on Amazon Video? Yep.
Yes.
But I don't know about you. I think most people have Amazon at this point. And so I look at it like this. And we're talking,
be careful, because didn't someone argue me about that, Whitey, about higher percentage of people having Amazon or using a big box store or some form of shipping.
When you weren't here, Jay said something, and somebody
went
like, I don't have Amazon. I live in a small.
Something about farmers. Or
something? I was like, farmers. Really? There's a high percentage of farmers who don't order nothing online. I was like,
Let me.
So be careful.
So I'm at the Kings game the other day, and I'm talking to some people behind the scenes, not affiliated with the organization. These are just different people, just people hanging out. And they're watching the NFL on their phone. And I'm like, oh, what y'all got? YouTube TV? No, they're using Stream East and all these other. So really, should you be paying for anything anymore? Jay, you tell me. Yeah. Is everything streamable now? You can find a link somehow, some way.
Yes, absolutely.
I used to watch Raider games when they were still here, and they were blacked out. But I used to watch Raider games on I don't know, there was some British websites or something.
Right.
I felt bad.
Something.
Right.
I
did. I felt
Australia,
bad.
Something.
Yeah. And it wasn't great quality, but you could watch it.
But you could watch it. And so I'm wondering, like for me, for instance, I'm missing all kinds of NFL action. I'm out and about, and they're like, dude, you're not, streaming it on your phone.
Yeah, they actually.
And I don't even think of it like
the NFL actually sells a mobile package.
Yeah.
And it's a lot less. I believe it's only like $35-$40 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about the price, but yeah, I know that's available.
Because I think they've broken it down to the point, and I'll triple check this. You can just buy your own team stream versus buy the league stream.
Right.
They announced that earlier.
It's one of those things that you weren't able to do previously.
Yeah. So I think getting your own team, when I priced it out, was $35-$45. So if you just want to get the Eagles, it's $45 a year or something like that.
That's not bad.
No,
actually, that's not bad.
But it has to be on a mobile platform. So it has to be your tablet, your phone, that type of situation.
What is the NFL pass called? It's not season ticket, is it? But it's not. It's like
Sunday
pass,
ticket.
Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
So I was getting that. This was 10 years ago, whatever it was. I was getting that, and then I was, paying full price, and I noticed it kept having ads like, "Oh, sign up now and you get it half off or something." And I called them up and said, "Well, I've been getting it for years. How come can I get it half off?" And they said, "Well, we'll just give it. You can watch it on your phone on another device for free." I was like, "All right, that's something." And it turns out I think that's what everybody got.
That's what everybody right. And you thought you were getting something special there.
Yeah, but it was a pretty good package. So Sunday ticket, I think you could watch all the games on.
This Sunday ticket, and Whitey, you might know this, Drapes, I'm not sure. At one point in time for our profession, we used to write it off.
I was never able to do that. I looked into it.
Big money. Okay, big money, Gleason. I see where you're going, baby. I see you, baby. You was a different tax bracket than Jay at the time. I see you. But I used to could write it off. Now you can't.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it used to be able to, I think, cable TV.
Yes.
You could write up. But then that became where everybody got it. So it wasn't like special. Like it was just everybody and their mom had it. So it wasn't out of the ordinary, like an added expense, if you will.
All right, back to Keegan Murray when we come back. Is he a 3-and-D guy? Is he like the 3-and-D guy? And do the Kings need him to be more than that? We're back with that on Sacktown Sports.
Carmichael Dave here from my good friends at American Energy. Cool weather, if not cold weather, is in our future. You know that. It'll eventually get there, and American Energy wants to make sure your system is operating safely and properly. So now is the time to take advantage of the $49 fall tune-up inspection. That's regularly $119, but includes a full safety and duct inspection. And if your system's over 10 years old, it's free. The tune-up is on American Energy. Give them a call right now. They're offering $50 off your first recommended repair, or if you need a new furnace, that's half off the price of a new unit. American Energy been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You can check them out at theaeway.com for an instant quote. That's theaeway.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up. Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body?
Huh?
That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture with daily use.
There's no need to be scared of auto maintenance this October. Your local Jiffy Lube has just the treats you need without the tricks, like fast oil changes or wiper blades for the upcoming rainy season. Serving greater Sacramento area customers since 1984 with over 30 convenient locations to choose from. Open daily, early at 7:30 and open past 6 p.m. at most locations. Just visit jiffylube.com to find a location near you and valuable coupons to save money too.
Taste on a whole new level at Sky River Casino in Elk Grove. Enjoy the height of hospitality, whether you're craving an upscale steakhouse, authentic Chinese hot pot and dim sum, or having a refreshing beverage while watching the game. Visit skyriver.com today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's 4th and goal. The pressure's on. The home team needs this to win it. No matter what you're up against, it's always a win at Northern California's #1 Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Special finance options and trade-in offers make it easier than ever to upgrade your ride. Because at Stockton Honda, we believe everyone deserves a winning deal.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Number one claims based on 2023 total new and Honda certified pre-owned vehicle car sales from American Honda Motor Company. Sold on report.
your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Sacktown Sports.
We have more proof that you are the smartest listeners / YouTube viewers in all of radio. Drapes, we were talking a bit ago about your show you might do, reality show with your kids.
Oh, yeah.
Toying with. We said, somebody will come up with some names for it.
Yeah.
On the text line, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. What do you think of these? We got Drapers Capers.
Thank you, Jay.
And we got Behind the Drapes.
You like that one, Jay?
Kind of behind the
drapes.
I like them both, but I do say
Drapers Capers.
Nah, that's Drapers Capers. That's
that just sounds like enough wacky music and stuff.
Behind the Drapes. All right, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing our open for me and the kids. You know, we all peeking behind the drapes, like
peeking behind you.
Oh, behind the drapes, behind me.
Yeah,
and the kids are behind me, and then they peek out one.
Full house?
You go. There you guys have Full House. Yeah, I might have to do that.
Also, for you, Jay, from the 530, I'm a farmer listening on SacktownSports.com and a harvester. I have Amazon Prime, Netflix,
exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on,
that's
man.
what I'm talking about for the 530.
Here's the thing: if you got internet, you can watch anything, right?
Yes. And at the same time, and this is what I was lightweight discussing with the not this farmer, but another farmer that was chiming in, is if you live that far out, more times than not as a farmer, and I'm not saying all farmers live in the middle of nowhere, but if you live that far out, all the more reason to have those different things, right? You should have Amazon and membersapes to these other
what
different.
Else are you gonna do?
Streaming platforms and
watch
big box
the corn
stores.
Grow?
Right. Drapers Capers, baby.
Drapers, coming to his household near you. You know,
do we have to throw a flag on this one? This is from Chris. Chris writes, if the Kings come out lackluster next week, then I'll worry, but not now. They're getting to know each other's games. Lighten up, folks. Then Chris comes back with, sorry about my last text. I had yesterday's YouTube feed on by mistake. Is that a flag, Jay?
Yeah, that's
pretty close. That's bad, man.
Yeah.
5-yarder?
Yeah, maybe 10.
That's like getting caught for holding and then putting up your hands. You know, my bad. I didn't. No, that's you watching yesterday's. You done missed like some of the greatest content that we've had this first 47 minutes.
So I didn't hear 100%. Whitey, how far are you into starting 5? Have you even started? You're not started.
Yeah.
Drapes, and you said you were how far?
I'm in episode 5.
All right. Did you see the part where Anthony Edwards was talking about? They were talking about like his attitude and the way he plays and aggressive and how good he is. And he fouled someone and he was like, talk to the ref. I didn't hit him on the arm.
And then you saw the replay. He hacked the hell out.
He clobbered him, right? I
saw that, Jay.
That's basically the same situation as just what happened with dude right here. Or a young lady
Chris
right there.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know why I haven't seen it? I don't have Netflix.
Why not?
What?
You had it.
Because of your daughter? Daughters?
Yeah. Don't have Netflix currently.
Don't get us started on this again, Whitey. Don't get us started.
That's why I bring it up, because that's what we've been talking about, all this stuff.
Everybody got Netflix though now, right?
Who's your
password from somebody? You ain't stealing it from somebody?
I don't think you can do that anymore, can you?
Of course you can. Let's not play it.
Yeah, come on. I thought they were
that's what they said, but you can still do it.
Who's your phone service, if you don't mind me asking?
Phone service is AT&T.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you might
want
to.
It's Verizon. I'm sorry.
Okay, you don't even. Never mind, man. We need to talk to Mrs. Gleason. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Listening. Because she'd be going, what are you talking about?
That's the burner phone he's talking about. You know what I mean? That's
339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Here's Ted. Hey, Ted, what's up?
Hey, hello, guys. Well, hey, I'm driving. I've cooled down a little bit, but I was just struck a nerve when Drapes was talking about the champagne celebrations after the baseball games.
Yes.
So you remember it was a few years ago when the Oakland A's, I think they won the last game of the season, right, to qualify for like the wild card game. And champagne celebration, the goggles came out, plastic wrap on the locker room. Great. It was a long season, kind of a miraculous. They made it in. And then they won the wild card game. Champagne comes out again. goggles, plastic wrap on the wall. I'm like, okay, here we go again. Then they won the division series. All right, now this is getting a little old. It just seems like it's too much. Let's wait until the World Series, because by that time it's like, well, champagne, here we go again. We've seen it, we've done it all before. It's kind of like, it reminds me of volleyball games when after every point, whether they win or lose, they all come up and they're high-fiving and they're all patting each other on the back and, let's just play the game. It also reminds me of graduation ceremonies for kids. It's like we graduate after preschool,
right,
and then after kindergarten, and then after the 6th grade. Both of my kids that graduated 8th grade, it was like my son, it was 105 degrees on the blacktop at the back of the school, 500 people in attendance. People are inviting their grandparents from out of town. We've got valedictorian speeches from 8th graders. I'm like, okay, if 8th grade is the top of the line, if that's where you're going to end your scholastic career, then yeah, let's make a big deal about it. Let's have parties and all that. But
yeah,
okay. So, but here's who I do think. Here's who I think should have a champagne celebration. Totally authorized. If the Kings win tonight, their first preseason game, I say bring out the goggles,
right,
the champagne. Let's light it up tonight. Okay, go Kings, light the beam.
All right, Ted. I never heard that analogy before. That's great. It's like having celebrations at the wild cards, right? It's like having a big party because you celebrated or you graduated from 8th grade.
Yeah, I'm with Ted 100%.
It's not even graduating; it's promotion.
It's promotion.
Thank you.
But how about this, fellas? I'll take it a step farther. How about having a birthday party every year? I don't know about y'all. When I was growing up, I only had birthday parties for
on the special
one. Jay, maybe you, high society, Jay,
no,
celebrated
don't look
4th
over here.
birthday, 6th birthday, 8th birthday. How come kids have a birthday party every single year?
Well, they should, and you should have. Unfortunately, you weren't able to. You should have been able to have one every year. It's too bad you weren't.
Should they have one every year, though? Really?
Anticipation.
Who cares if they turn 6? What's the difference between 5 and 6, Whitey?
So year, it's another trip around the sun.
Like, how about this?
Birthday's a big deal.
17th birthday party too? Like, when's the cutoff?
Well, I think part of the problem is you tend to overdo it a little bit.
That's true.
And maybe that's
right.
Because I understand. When you were young, you didn't have.
I didn't have it. I don't think I had them every year. Like, I mean, we had cake and ice cream with the family, but I'm not.
Oh, well, what do you mean then? You mean
no? I'm talking about 12 kids come over. We rent out Chuck E. Cheese. Go to the game. No, we never. It was like a friends at like 16th. I remember that. When you become a teenager, 13, you get a good one. 10 is a big birthday. But who cares if you turn 4? And what bothers me too, Whitey, and I'm on one right now, and I'm on one. Why do adults get invited to kids' birthday parties? Like, think about this. Let's say
because the kids aren't old enough to drive themselves.
No, but let's say 6-year-old Tommy is having a birthday party.
Right.
Why does Joe Schmo from my job have to come? Like, why?
When I was a kid, that didn't happen.
Right, but now I feel like people, and let's go. This is a Drapes take, Jay. I appreciate this.
Because I'm feeling you.
Because we cater to these I tell you what, any friends of mine, please don't invite me to a kid birthday party. Like, if it's my niece, nephew, all right. But if High Flyer got a kid and he invites me to his 6-year-old birthday party, I ain't coming.
You just need a few adults to kind of help you watch everything. But other adults have things to do.
Like, but I'm saying
I'm with you.
And there are adults, Whitey, that don't even have kids that are at the party. I got friends. I'm like, why are we going to this kid's party? I don't want to go to this 1-year-old party. Like, I don't know. That's just me, man. And this is a bonus Drapes take, Jay. Get it ready, big fellas. Brought to you by
Alsco Uniform. Discover why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniform.
But it depends on the kid, too, and your relationship to the kid. I was just at a 1-year-old's birthday party at the zoo on Sunday, and it was great.
Who was the kid?
The kid was my daughter's best friend's.
That's exactly what I'm talking
she's
about.
Like one of our daughters.
That's exactly what
that's a little different.
It's true.
But I will say this, though, Drapes, I'm with you, especially 2 years old. Like, why are you even having a birthday party? The child's not even going to remember it. I'm spending money for adult get-together.
Now, I do go overboard. I go overboard a lot. I understand that. But I got one friend. She's back in Boston. You should see the birthday party she throws for her kids. I'm talking, she's flying in Anna and Elsa from Hollywood, from Disney and everything.
You ever had horses at a party?
No, I would never do that. What?
High society. Highfalutin.
Whitey, what are you
highfalutin over there?
No wonder the world is how it is. What the hell, man? So what you had, ponies or something?
Yeah.
How many?
Pony rides. Just a couple ponies.
A
At the
couple?
house? Yeah. For rides for the kids, for the birthday girl. And her
That was in the
sister.
backyard, or what was it?
I think. Well,
What was the track? Where was the pony track?
Pony had to run down the street and come back.
And how old was the kid that had the birthday? That's like a 13 or a 10. Like that got to be
around
a big
10,
one.
maybe 9 or 8 or 9, but around. Yeah.
Why
around
is
that.
9 important? Why you got to roll out the red carpet for
I don't
9-year-olds?
remember what year it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm with you though, Drapes. I will say this, and I get what you're saying. Let's say it better. We should celebrate life every year.
Yes.
But the celebration of a birthday party, I got you, Drapes. For
Yes.
sure. Like we ain't got to celebrate 17. That's in between number.
Right. That's just a regular number.
You ain't getting the
Who cares about
license. You ain't doing
17?
nothing at
Right, but if
17.
you're 17 years old and hey, it's my birthday, so
No,
we'll see you next year.
No, here go
That's not
$100
good.
bucks. Go have fun.
Yeah, enjoy.
You know,
Take it to the
come
movies
on,
with your
man.
people.
We
Yeah.
do that. We celebrate. We spoil these kids, including me. I spoil my kids way too much. A birthday party every year. And so here's my problem, fellas. A couple of years ago, last year it might have been. Yeah, it was this last year. My daughter turned 12. Kings were playing on her birthday. Got 10 tickets, her and her friends, limo ride. Now this year it's like, all right, Dad, what are we doing for my birthday?
That's
I set it up to like
created that.
I created
Gotta
that.
come with
And
ponies now, baby.
Now I got to come with ponies.
Now here you are taking this stance on the radio. We don't need birthday parties every year. Do you have birthday parties for your kids every year?
It's not me that has the birthday.
And are they rather large, extravagant?
But every year it pains me to do it. But because it's my little girl, like my son, he's going to turn 6. He's about to be 16 in July, so that's a big one.
Well, that's a big one. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
get
a
away from
big
that.
one. But like, he wants to have a birthday party in Boston, one here in California. I'm like, bro,
Area codes, baby.
Come on, man. It's like, what are we doing here? Give him a slice of cake and call it a day.
Where did he ever get the idea that something like that was even possible? My goodness.
Wait, you killing me, man. You killing me, bro. You killing me.
If I'd have asked my parents, could I have a birthday party in Vallejo and then maybe one in Boston, I wouldn't have been out of my room for a week.
There you go.
That's not how I was raised, though. That's not. Hey, trust me. We didn't have birthday parties every year growing up. You had cake and ice cream with the family.
Right.
Sure.
But
You get recognized.
Yeah, you get recognized,
Yeah.
but you ain't inviting the whole neighborhood over, backyard. Nah, we're not doing that.
Well, we invite you to come back. We're going to look at the newcomer to ESPN's top 10 NBA players for 25 and Keegan Murray.
Yeah, we got to get to Keegan, too.
Is
Yeah.
he the ultimate 3-and-D guy? Next, Sacktown Sports.
Hello, is this Sacktown Sports Radio? Okay, thank you. I just wanted to call to say hello.
Online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Did you know that Wendy's has any size soft drinks for just $1? Yeah, any size, anytime. Like $1 Coke, $1 Sprite, or even $1.
What sets Ashton & Price apart from other injury law firms? I'll tell you. From beginning to end, all important legal decisions are made directly between our clients and their experienced local attorney. A gate agent flying the plane, the receptionist performing surgery, not a chance. There's simply no substitute for the unique power of the direct attorney-client relationship offered by Ashton & Price. And there's never a fee until we win, and between you and me, we win a lot.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
The Sacramento State Hornets are back at home this Saturday. Come check out the high-flying Hornets as they host the Weber State Wildcats. It's homecoming, so come check out some great football and stay for the post-game fireworks. That's Saturday, October 19th, as the Hornets take on Weber State, Hornet Stadium, 6 o'clock. Tickets on sale now at hornetsports.com. And remember, Stingers up.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Thanks for being with us today. I had a little bit of fun. We've got coming up about 10 minutes, Matt Derrick, Chiefs reporter for Chiefs Digest. I can't figure out what's going to happen in this game on Sunday. I go back and forth. Oh, there's no way the 49ers, as banged up as they are, can slow down Mahomes. Like, the Chiefs with their offense, no receivers, the 49ers will feast on them. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a clearer idea after we talk with Matt Derrick. Thanks for all the feedback. We don't have time to get to all of it, but a lot of people had a lot to say about your idea that you should not have birthday parties for your kids every year. Ward says 5, 10, 16, 18, 21 done.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. No, you got to throw one, too. One is a special one. Your first one.
That's the one for the parents. I thought that was your whole thing.
No. If you have kids and are relatives, yes. But if you're friends of a friend, you don't need to be coming to the 1-year-old birthday party. But if it's like my best friend's kid, or if it's, my niece or nephew or something, or, I'm friends with the parents and I have a 1-year-old also, I get it. But if you ain't got no dog in the fight, you ain't got no kid that can actually enjoy that, why even go?
Part of that, too, I understand what you're saying. But to me, part of it, too, is you know how it is that first year for parents, for the kid, it's tough. And it's like a way of supporting and showing them like, hey, you made it through the first year.
All right.
We got your back.
All right. I just won't be the dude supporting. That's how, to each his own, though, right? To each his own.
Sure.
Exactly. I'm not saying my way is the right way or anything. I don't want to be invited to a 1-year-old birthday party.
Are you pretty good at getting out of invitations and stuff?
I just ignore them. Yeah. I right.
That's one way.
I missed that. Dang.
I just ignore them.
Effective. It's not really skillful,
right.
but it's effective.
Just ignore them. No RSVP, no nothing, Yeah, oh, man.
Here's what we have on Keegan Murray in the top 100 player rankings from The Ringer. Number 98, Keegan Murray. They call him a rare exemplar of the 3-and-D archetype. He's good, very good at both things. Do the Kings need him to be more than that? Over the past decade, writes Danny Chow, the enthusiasm over the 3-and-D ideal has settled into a sort of plateau designated for the lower middle class of NBA player. Athletes who either can't create for themselves or players who have maximized their low ceiling by nailing the two most coveted tasks in the sport at a league average level. Murray doesn't quite belong in either boat, but what do you think? Keegan Murray, is he like, when you think 3-and-D, is he the shining example of that? And do the Kings need him to be more than that?
If Keegan Murray, if all he is a 3-and-D guy, he underachieved in his career, in my opinion. And here's why, Whitey. I knew we were going to talk about this, so I did a little bit of research myself. We say 3-and-D, we need 3-and-D guys. Those are vital guys to winning.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know, I'm on this site, Crafted NBA. They did a study, the NBA's best 3-and-D players. This is just by their metrics. And this is all positions. Number 1, Herb Jones.
Outstanding player.
Good player.
Yeah.
but I want more from Keegan than Herb Jones. They got Keon Ellis, number 2, actually. No offense to Keon, but I want more from Keegan. John Conchar, OG Anunoby. Derek White is number 5 on their list. Derek White's a hell of a player. Is that Keegan's ceiling? It'd be a little bit disappointing to me. No offense to Derek White, vital to a championship. Josh Hart, good player. KCP, you see what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you this. A good comp, as I look down this list, you know who they have at number 8 among the 3-and-D guys? Jimmy Butler. How about that? Could Keegan morph into a Jimmy Butler kind of 3-and-D guy where
is that all Jimmy Butler is now? Isn't he better than that?
He's better than that. Yes, of course he is. But I think it's basically their top 2-way player.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
They can give you the 3-and-D.
Right. Yeah, they can give you that. Like, he's more than just a 3-and-D guy. But, I think if I'm Keegan, like if he achieves Jimmy Butler status, then we're talking about something. If he's John Conchar or Josh Hart, something went wrong for us. He could be a 3-and-D guy, but an elite, better, more to his game than just that.
Be a 3-and-D guy, but more than that.
3-and-D
guy is by definition almost a support player.
Yes,
and
right.
Where the Kings drafted Keegan, they need him to become the next star, right? They need him to inherit that role and continue to get better.
Yeah, 100%. And, what's interesting about this, when I look at a guy like Aaron Gordon had star potential. He had some fantastic years in Orlando, but then he morphed his game a little bit. And he became, not as much a 3, but he could knock it down. But, a very good support player. You know who Keegan could become? How about this guy? You're very familiar. No, how about Andre Iguodala? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
What do you think? Would we be happy with?
He's a better shooter than Iguodala.
Yeah, I'm saying this because Iguodala was the man in Philly. Right. He was the star. He was the stud. He was an all-star. Then morphed his game in later years. Obviously, is that what Keegan's route is? Like, I don't know, but if he has an Andre Iguodala career, I'm okay with that. But just don't be no John Conchar or, like, come on, bro.
And bless John Conchar.
Like, no offense to him, but like OG Anunoby, for instance. If Keegan turns out to be an OG.
What about Mikal Bridges? Is that reasonable to think he can be as good as him? Do you think?
Yeah, I think
how
so.
do you compare them?
Yeah, and I think Mikal Bridges is still ascending too. Like if Keegan's on that trajectory, I'm happy with that. I'm all for that. I think Mikal Bridges is more sort of in the Jimmy Butler vein, more than just a 3-and-D guy. He's a guy you build your franchise around, a top 2 or 3 on a championship team. And to your point, when we think of 3-and-D, we think of support players, not the main guys out there.
Keegan has become a really good defender, hasn't he? A guy who guards multiple positions. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, his on-ball defense has been tremendous, was tremendous last year, and he can guard anything 1 through 4. We saw him guard Steph Curry a little bit last year, saw him in the preseason as well. And the thing about Keegan that I love watching, he takes on the challenge, Whitey.
Yeah.
He's not looking for help or he's getting low in his defensive stance and welcoming that challenge.
They might have been able to get Pascal Siakam last year if they'd been willing to trade Keegan Murray. And I think they were right to stand on that.
Yeah.
And to not include him in any potential deal.
I love Pascal. I'm a big Pascal Siakam fan. But Keegan, you draft him number 4 because you think he has the potential to be a franchise player.
They describe him here as a star role player, and he can be more than that. Yeah. Murray has emerged as the kind of star role player that winds up swinging big moments in the postseason.
Yeah.
But the Kings still, the way it's set up, they still need him to be more than that to get to where they want to get to.
I think so. I think they need him. Let's say he's their 4th best player. He has to be better than the other team's 4th best player. When I look at, let's say Minnesota, for instance, you got Ant-Man, you got Randall, you got Gobert, you got Conley. He got to be better than Mike Conley. He got to be better than McDaniels. Like, he has to set. That's, to me, how I look at it, Keegan Murray is our version of Kristaps Porzingis, let's say, or Drew Holiday or Derek White. When you look at the Celtics, they got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. We know that. Let's throw Porzingis as their number 3. Drew Holiday as a number 4? Oh, my gosh. You know, that's how we got to think of Keegan. Keegan as your 4th option?
Right.
Man, this guy, they are deep. They are loaded. That's where we got to get him to.
Now, he's only played 2 years. Keegan's only played 2 years.
Yeah.
What do you think of the idea that his development will be curtailed this year by the presence of DeMar DeRozan?
I haven't seen that so far this preseason, which, you know, is I love that he's being aggressive. 19 shots he took last game against Utah. I love that. I do worry about him just blending in, not being aggressive. And so I still want him to be aggressive. But with that being said, Whitey, he's 24 years old. Think about this. In 2 years, he'll really be in his prime, 26.
Right.
Tomorrow will be, 37 going on 38. And so I think the addition of DeMar allows Keegan more time to develop and not have to be the man. So sort of like, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Tatum. If you look when Jason Tatum came into the league, had Kyrie, had Kemba Walker, and then it became Tatum's team. I think that's the trajectory we're hoping Keegan's on.
A lot of the Kings' success this year is going to hinge on Keegan's continued development. Another thing that makes this such a crucial year. When we come back, Matt Derrick, Chiefs reporter for Chiefs Digest. What's the biggest concern the Chiefs have facing the 49ers this week? It's next on Sacktown Sports.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy 2. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. You can go farther and save on full synthetic with our oil change special. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic with an STP Extended Life oil filter for just $35.99. Get the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
All guests come to you from the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Tired of ads interrupting your favorite news podcasts? Good news! Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Stay up to date on everything newsworthy with podcasts like The Daily, Up First, and 5 Things Uninterrupted at amazon.com/ad-free. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your new home for 49ers football in the 916 Sacktown Sports.
First place 49ers getting ready to take on the Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch, Drapes. You excited?
Yeah, but you can't start a segment talking about Niners Chiefs without acknowledging the great Taylor Swift we're listening to right now, especially Chiefs week. I wonder if she'll be at the game. No, I think she might be kicking off her new tour.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she might not be at the game.
Maybe our next guest can shed some light on that. Chiefs reporter with Chiefs Digest, Matt Derrick. Matt, thank you for your time. I hate to start this way, but do you have any insight as to whether Taylor Swift will be at the game this week?
I haven't heard for sure, but I'm with the analysis that I think she's going to be on the Eras tour. Is it Indianapolis that they're kicking it back off? So
that is this week. You're right. It is, because I looked at tickets to take my daughter, but she has a cheer competition, so we skipped this one. You're right. She's going to be in Indy this week. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that I'm up with her schedule. Not that I'm keeping up with her schedule or anything.
Well, it's really remarkable that you covered the Chiefs beat, and it really turned into a Taylor Swift beat in a very, very subtle way.
So Matt, as far as the football goes, what would you say is what's the biggest difference in the Chiefs since that Super Bowl win over the 49ers?
I think if they were healthy, I would say that there's a lot of changes. But if anything, I think we kind of see the exact same team. They got essentially 10 of the same starters on the defensive side. The only guy they're really missing is L'Jarius Sneed. And offensively, this isn't exactly the array of weapons that Patrick Mahomes hoped that he would be having going into this week in this rematch. But it kind of is starting to look a lot similar to last year's team as far as just not having the firepower in the wide receiver room that he would want and having to lean on the running game and the tight end group. Offensive line for the 5 names are still the same, but really the biggest name, the biggest addition that is still kind of an X factor for this offense as far as how good it could be is the return of Kareem Hunt. And so far, so good for the Chiefs in that department.
Hey, Matt, I'm looking at, the way the Chiefs have been able to win this season's perfect 5-0, but it hasn't been easy. And I said this at the beginning of the season. I feel like Kansas City, since they are a veteran team, they know how to pace themselves. They know championships aren't won in September and October. What kind of, I feel like they're playing their C-level game right now and getting away with it. How would you assess the way they're playing right now? And are there any reasons to be concerned at all?
I think it's a pretty good assessment. I mean, I would probably say that defensively, they're playing at an A level.
Mm-hmm.
Defense has been really good. Steve Spagnuolo's defenses typically get better week by week too. So, maybe we should give them a little bit of room. Maybe it's a B+, A-, because there's more from this defense to come. But offensively, you look at Patrick Mahomes and his numbers are very pedestrian. Looking at him with 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions is really kind of hard to look at. Everything that we saw in training camp, the stories coming out of St. Joseph, Missouri this summer were all, look out, the deep ball is back. And through 5 games, Mahomes has thrown 6 passes, more than 20 yards downfield. But that goes back to, just not having Hollywood Brown, now not having Rashee Rice. It's just not the same group that they were hoping to have. So, offensively, there's no doubt. I mean, this team feels like it's certainly below its own expectations. But I think to make a really good point is just, how hard has this team had to work to get to 5-0? I think harder than they would have wanted to. They've had to strain maybe just a little bit more. And that makes me, it does make me wonder just, how much is this team going to have left in the tank for 2021 game season, since we know that's their goal.
Matt Derrick with us from Chiefs Digest. And as you pointed out there, Matt, it's a long season. That said, as I think about the AFC, and I know Houston has done some really nice things, to me, it looks like so far it's been a little bit of a down year in the AFC. And I know the Chiefs are unbeaten, but Buffalo's been a little up and down. They've had their problems. The Jets have been a disaster almost. Cincinnati has struggled. Would you agree with that, that for the most part, the AFC so far has been kind of having a down season?
Yeah, I think you could certainly make that argument. I mean, Houston obviously is having a great start, and Pittsburgh being 4-2, I think is a really good start for them. But Buffalo, after the quick bolt out of the gates, has had a couple of really rough games. Baltimore was kind of the opposite. They started rough, but now they're on a winning streak, so they're up certainly on the rise. But outside of that, Cincinnati has certainly, had a disappointing start. They always kind of have a slow start, but we really haven't seen them turn it on. I don't know if they're going to be able to with that defense. Miami is certainly disappointing. I don't know if the Jets are disappointing or not. I kind of thought the Jets were where I thought they would be.
Right, yeah.
They were probably a fairly divisive team. And, obviously the question in the AFC West was, could anybody jump up and challenge the Chiefs? And I definitely thought the Chargers were a candidate for that. Denver's kind of a mixed bag. The Raiders are kind of being the Raiders. So, yeah, I mean, and part of it is certainly that the quarterbacks in the AFC, where I think that obviously the strength of this conference, they've struggled at times. I mean, I can't really tell you who's the best quarterback, at least who's playing the best football in the conference right now. You'd look at the Chiefs, but I'm not sure that Patrick Mahomes is playing anywhere close to his best football. Maybe Lamar Jackson is getting there. Josh Allen, maybe he was there early on, but it's just, and CJ Stroud might have the best argument of them all. But, it has been an up and down, first 6 weeks of the season, really, for quarterbacks in the AFC.
Hey, Matt, I'm looking at, some of the numbers from last week's, 2 weeks ago almost now, went over the Saints. Is Juju Smith-Schuster, and you mentioned Kareem Hunt, how are they getting something out of these guys? Is it the Mahomes effect? Is it Andy Reid's play calling? I mean, these are guys that came off the scrap heap, and they're producing for Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of everything, but the fact that both of these guys were familiar with the Chiefs' offense is a huge help. As a running back, I don't think that it's as important as it is for a receiver, and the fact that Juju was in this offense, really only about 18 months ago, I think that certainly helps. And he's obviously a smart receiver. I mean, the one concern for the Chiefs now going into this weekend, he tweaked his hamstring in practice today. That would be a huge blow for the Chiefs if he's not available this weekend, because that receiver room is just so depleted right now. And if that's the case, that those 27 carries that Kareem had against the Saints might be a low number. The Chiefs might be just doing nothing but running tight ends and running backs in this game. It's close to what they were doing against the Saints. But yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, these are two talented players, I think, that absolutely perfectly fit into an Andy Reid offense. And it helps that Patrick Mahomes trusts both of them. I mean, Patrick and Juju developed a lot of trust in that 1 year together. And Kareem and Patrick, really played almost 2 full seasons together. And Patrick, really trusts Kareem. He's not afraid to go to him, and the Chiefs trust him. So that's a big part of, being able to lean on him in the run game, and maybe not have the speed that he once had, but, it certainly looks like the contact balance, the vision, that's still there even after all his trials and tribulations.
That's Matt Derrick, Chiefs reporter for Chiefs Digest. Matt, looking at this game through Andy Reid's eyes, what do you think is his biggest concern when it comes to facing the 49ers this Sunday?
Well, I mean, I know Andy Reid, it's his eyes are usually mostly on the offensive side of the football. And how can you look at the 49ers and not be concerned about Nick Bosa and Fred Warner? I mean, those are two of the best players in the NFL. And Bosa in particular, because this is a Chiefs, tackle group that has kind of struggled a little bit. All indications are that Wanye Morris is going to start at left tackle this weekend. He's a second-year player, started 4 games last year. He took over this season after Kingsley Suamataia really struggled out of the box. So the Chiefs haven't necessarily been super pleased with the play that they've gotten from the left tackle spot. And Jawan Taylor has had some penalty problems again early in the season. So, yeah, I mean, the prospect of those guys, trying to handle Nick Bosa that's I think their biggest absolute challenge this week. And, and typically in Andy Reid fashion, usually, his motto for attacking another team's defense is that you do that. You just go straight after their biggest strength. So I wouldn't necessarily think that he's going to shy away from trying to maybe run the football a little bit at Bosa, try and set things up to, make some screens in his direction. Certainly, try and challenge Fred Warner too, but that can backfire on you at the same time.
Matt, here I asked Matt how Andy Reid's looking at it. He just gave us his whole game plan.
He gave us it right.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, I'm looking back at the Super Bowl, and, as much as we've talked about how great the offenses were, it was kind of a defensive game. Are you expecting that again on Sunday? If the Chiefs are going to win, it's going to be up to their defense?
I don't think there's any doubt about that. The way that this team's playing right now, the defense is what's closing games for them. The offense just needs to do enough to win and can't make mistakes. They can't make turnovers, can't commit a lot of penalties. And that was a big part of, what their bye week was focused on, was cleaning up some of the mistakes, and especially in the red zone. That's been where this team has just absolutely shut down this season. Haven't been very good inside the 20 and especially at the goal line. We will see if, maybe getting Kareem Hunt a bit more involved will change that. Sometimes the Chiefs, I just don't know what their identity is as a goal line offense. Is it a power, team? Is it a finesse team? Sometimes Chiefs fans get frustrated that this offense seems to get too cute in the red zone, and particularly at the goal line, and their numbers have just been atrocious this year, converting touchdowns in that area. So they've got to get better at that. If they can't score in the red zone and they make mistakes, this is a team that can be beaten because the defense can only do so much.
Matt, we very much appreciate your keen insight and your time. Hope you enjoy the game. Thanks, and we hope to talk to you again soon. Thank you, Matt.
Sounds great, guys. Take care, everybody.
All right, man. Thanks. Yeah, Matt Derrick, Chiefs reporter for Chiefs Digest. I don't know if it's supposed to be windy at all out there Sunday. I know it's supposed to get windy around here.
Mm-hmm.
And Drapes, as we were doing the interview, I'm looking, at you, and I'm looking past you, and you see the wind blowing there. But I have a question for you. You see the cobwebs blowing. When do you think was the last time that window was clean?
That's gross, man. Why I thought it was Halloween decorations out there.
1970 something, maybe.
I thought it was spooky season. That is disgusting. Oh my gosh. I might have to take a picture of that. Put it on IG so people can see.
I can tell it's windy outside because the cobwebs on the window are just flapping in the breeze.
Gross. Cut back on the cleaning bill out here, I see.
It's despicable.
Despicable. That's a lot of cobwebs.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
It is flapping, though. Look at it.
It is. I see why you're distracted, though. You're looking at that. It's like a haunted house over there, man.
Yes. Who's the best team in the NFC right now? Debo and George Kittle say it ain't us.
Ooh.
Tell you who they say is the best team next on Sacktown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. Temperatures will peak in the mid-70s. Nice, comfortable fall day, but the breeze will pick up, especially this afternoon. North winds expected 15 to 20 miles per hour tonight. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
The Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop is your unsurpassed spot to find the hottest golf gear, best pricing, and elite expertise. Every club on the shelves can be tried for free on the driving range. 3 TrackMan units and a Hagen Oaks team of skilled fitting professionals provide the finest club fitting experience. Our personable Super Shop staff will show you the newest to help you look and play your best. You love golf. The Hagen Oaks team loves golf too. Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Business 80. Learn more at hagenoaks.com or 916-481-GOLF. For 76 years, the Keys family from Naturewood Home Furnishings has been serving families just like yours and mine. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa with Golf to Go. The Naturewood team takes great pride and significant effort to offer Northern California families a vast selection of home furnishings, most of which are made right here in this country. The kitchen table, which we purchased so many years ago, speaks to the enduring quality of the Naturewood product lines. We treasure memories made seated around that table with family and friends for birthday celebrations, school projects, and, many late-night meals when the day just got away from us. Naturewood has provided thousands with home furnishings that not only last for generations, but also lead to everlasting memories of cherished times. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings now during their 76th anniversary sale and get started making your own brand of memories. Meet the Keys family at Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
O'Reilly! Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts in West Sacramento and Town Center Plaza next to Nugget Markets now through October 29th for the Customer Appreciation Day sale. You'll get 2 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Plus, pick up 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and receive a $10 gift card after rebate. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your Town Center Plaza, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
DC here for Folsom Lake Kia, where they make car shopping easy with a huge selection of new Kia models, low payments, and zero down deals with approved credit. Folsom Lake Kia, your trusted dealer in Folsom for over 25 years. FolsomLakeKia.com.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all 4 arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
The presidential general election is November 5th. All registered voters will receive their ballot in the mail. Check to make sure you're registered correctly at elections.saccounty.gov or call toll-free 800-762-8019.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. A gusty north breeze will increase tonight. We'll see gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour on the west side of the valley. Morning temperatures in the mid-50s, afternoon highs in the 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Don't you deserve healthcare you can count on? Well, you can count on United Healthcare with Medicare plans that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. You can enjoy reliable coverage and low out-of-pocket costs with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans, made for California, trusted everywhere. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today.
Live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Got a nominee here for Chateau, comment of the day, and also text of the day. The Chateau, for those watching on YouTube and participating, Nathaniel wanted us to ask Matt Derrick, the Chiefs reporter, ask him why the refs don't ever call holding on the Chiefs, please. I wish I'd seen that sooner. Nathaniel, our bad. Okay. That's a great question.
All right.
And we have on the text line here, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140, because earlier in the program, Kyle Draper was saying, I don't know why we have birthday parties for kids every year. So from the 916, Drapes would be the kid trying to blow the candles out instead of letting the birthday kid do it. Wish thief! You're a wish thief!
Oh, man. Little Johnny don't deserve it anyway.
Ramsey loves that.
Hey, Ramsey, little Johnny don't deserve it. He's 2 years old. What are you trying to blow out? I'm helping the kid out. I'm kind of a Scrooge when it comes to that. But Whitey knows. I spoil my kids. I'm like the biggest culprit of this. Yes.
It's like an overcorrection.
Right. I wish
People would hear that thing. Man, I feel sorry for Drapes' kids. They must never get birthday parties. No, that's not the case.
These damn kids are spoiled these days, man. And I know I'm doing it. I know.
And it happens all the time where you say, for Christmas or for birthday, I might get my daughter this. And I remember telling you, if you give her that, what are you going to do when she's 16 or whatever?
Right. Did I tell you what I told you what I bought at the silent auction? I told you that.
Yeah. That sounded great. It was like, I can't say, can I? No, because she might be. She don't
listen. Okay. She got life, big fella.
She's not listening.
I know she's on the show. I don't think she's listening right now, but it's a collage of Taylor Swift albums, and one of them is signed, and
that's tremendous.
So when you say, "Hey, you bought her Taylor Swift tickets. What are you going to do when she's?" Well, for Christmas, I got her this. So that's still a high. I'm keeping the bar high, big fella.
Can I ask you this?
Yes.
If you don't want to answer, I get it. But do you ever have a case where you give one of your children something really nice, which I know you do all the time, and then you get the sense that the other one's going, wait a minute. Wait a minute here.
Nah, I think it's going to happen with my son this year. Like, usually my daughter's like, what about me and stuff.
I mean, it's very natural. I would do it.
Right. And she's a kid. She's 12. But my son doesn't know about the big gift. And so once he hears that, like, he was shocked. I showed him the collage of things. He's like, how much was that, Dad? And I was like, bro, stop pocket watching. Don't worry about that. And so he's already started to like, man. And once I give the big gift, he's gonna be in his feelings. But I'm taking him to All-Star game in San Francisco. I'll tell you what.
You don't have to convince me.
No.
I think it's great.
Do you know how much All-Star tickets are for just just to go to one event? Like, I could get a press pass for me, but not for my son. So when we went to Salt Lake City, hence the water bottle, I bought 2 All-Star tickets. One to the slam dunk 3-point night, one to the actual game. Spent a few $1,000.
Sure.
It's crazy, though.
So this will be his second All-Star game?
It's in San Francisco.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. If it wasn't in San Francisco, but it's in San Fran. Hopefully my boy Raymond Ritter can take care of it somehow. But yeah, there's a little bit of that.
So your daughter's not really a sports fan?
No, she likes going to the Kings games, but not like sports. Like, she's not watching games or anything like that. So she won't go to All-Star.
Yeah, we have 2 daughters, and big sports family. And the youngest daughter's she knows a lot of about sports just by osmosis. She's not a huge sports fan by any stretch. She might be the best athlete in the whole family.
Really?
She's a dancer. Yeah.
She's a dancer, though.
Yeah,
huh?
But she's like, I think because she had to go to all the games and her sister's games, and she got to a point. It's like, yeah, I've done enough of that. I don't know.
Check out what Farmer Bleezy said on the YouTube chat there, Whitey.
Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
At least you aren't doing what my dad did. He got my step siblings cell phones and me and my sister
pajamas. That's messed up. You in therapy for that right now, too, aren't you, Farmer Bleezy? I'm sorry, man. That's tough. New cell phones, devices, and you get PJs?
It might have been really nice.
Nah, right. He got
hope that felt good to share.
Some thermal underwear he got for Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I wonder if this felt good to share for
what you got?
Debo and George Kittle. They're on the Jay, what is that called? It's cleats and it's Debo cleats and combos. Cleats and convos with Debo Samuel. So he had his buddy George Kittle on, and they were talking about who's the best team in the NFC right now. Let's give it a listen. Oh, we don't have that. What do we have? Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't have the Brock Purdy one. What I can tell you is that they were talking about who's the best team in the NFC right now. And Kittle said it's the Detroit Lions. He said, I think they're playing the best. So, yeah, right now it seems like it. And Debo said, I'm with George. So they both say right now, best team in the NFC, Detroit. The crazy thing is football's a lot different in December than it is in October. It's a long season. Kittle said if they can stay playing at that level for the rest of the season, goodness gracious, watch out. We've experienced before too. So they're saying, it's a long ways to go. But right now, both of them say, Detroit's the team that's playing best.
Well, when you look at Detroit, they lead the NFC in differential at a plus 60, they're second, to Minnesota, who's a plus 63. So they are
Those
right
two
there.
Teams this week.
Yeah. Oh, they play this week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big time matchup. I think Detroit has all the ingredients, although with the latest injury to Aiden Hutchinson, we'll see how the defense plays. But, they're good on both sides. I think a lot of people think the Vikings are sort of, just getting hot. Like they aren't really that good, although their defense is spectacular too, and so I would say the NFC North by far is the toughest division in the NFC.
It's possible all 4 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Chicago's 4-2 now. Green Bay 4-2, and so they got all 4 of their teams well above 500. Here's the thing, and the guys said that, Kittle and Debo, how you play now isn't necessarily how you play in December and January.
Right.
And so at this point, I probably go just by the standings. I go Vikings number 1, Lions 2. After that, I'm still not sold on the Commanders for some reason in the NFC. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a rookie quarterback. I don't know. I'm still not sold on them. Maybe because they're the Eagles' rival or something
their
like that.
Their pass rush hasn't been great, and their defensive line, I think they're compromised by injury right now as well. So, they've got, despite this good start for them, they've got some serious issues going forward.
You know who I'm high on, and I know their defense isn't, as, a top 5 defense. Like, I really like Tampa Bay, though. I like what Baker's doing out there. Chris Godwin is putting up insane numbers out there. They got a great receiving core, good running game.
I still don't believe they lost that game to Atlanta.
Right.
I mean, you know all about that. Your team had the same thing, but oh my goodness. They bounced back nicely from that, though.
Well, speaking of Atlanta, then they have 2 wins that they probably should have lost, but yet they're 4-2. Are you buying them at all, or that they're a
in
playoff
that division?
team?
Sure. Playoff team, sure. Series contender?
No. Where are the Niners at, though, in all
First
of this?
place?
No, I mean,
that's where they are.
No, in the weak division, but in the NFC. And like if you had your power rankings right now, I know you're not a big power ranking guy. The standings are the power rankings. I get that.
They're in position to be the best team in the NFC by the time the season ends, but there's no guarantee they will be.
Why? That's like 10 teams in the NFC, though, that are in position to be.
I disagree with that.
You don't think so?
10 teams in the NFC that could be the best team in the NFC?
Washington not in position?
No.
Why not? They're 4-2. They got a better record than the Niners.
Because, like we said, they don't rush the passer, and they're already probably a little over their skis, and give them credit for that. But best team in the NFC? They're not the best team in the NFC. They're probably not even the best team in the division.
Niners haven't been that good defensively. They haven't been great defensively
I know that,
either.
but they just went to the Super Bowl.
So we're giving them a benefit of the doubt. We're grading on their past, not actually this season.
If they get McCaffrey back, which is an open question.
Man, this sounds like a homer.
They'll be the best team in the NFC.
Wishful thinking here. This sounds like,
we don't know. That's a huge
and we don't
question.
know about the Commanders.
Oh,
we don't know. Do we? We don't know. We don't know about my Eagles. We don't know. Do we know about the Vikings? We don't know about the Vikings.
No, but they're off to a great start, and their defense is absolutely legit.
I would say, if we're talking right now, teams that actually have a chance of making it, let's say the NFC Championship game, San Francisco out of that division. I could say out of the NFC South, Tampa Bay for sure.
To win the NFC?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think Jay's with you. I'm not sure I'm there yet.
Yeah. I think Tampa's legit. I would probably say 3 out of the 4 NFC North, just because Chicago with the rookie quarterback. So, you're talking 5 or 6 right there. My Eagles, they haven't even played a great game yet. They should be 4-1, though. They should be 4-1, and they haven't even. They're like the NFC version of the Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing their C game, and they should be 4-1. I think the Eagles are threats. I do think the Commanders are threats to get to the NFC Championship game. Like, I need to see more, but they've answered all the questions. They've answered the bell.
49ers are top 4 in the conference right now. Is that good enough for you? Does that answer your question? And I think they can be the best team, but we don't know. Depends on injuries, but they're top 4.
Yeah, we're talking right now, right?
Top 4.
Like at this Minnesota, right? They beat the Niners. You can't hem and haw that. They beat the Niners.
I can do whatever I want.
But the Niners lost, so by that, the Vikings have proven right now they are better than the Niners.
Detroit, the 49ers. I'll put Tampa Bay in there with you. And who am I missing?
Like how y'all starting to feel Tampa.
Yeah, no, I like Tampa. I like Tampa. Yeah, I think
their defense has to be a little better.
Yeah, their defense got to be better. But, I think
Minnesota's top 4 right now.
Yeah, there you go.
They're clearly top 4.
Yeah,
I mean, they're 5-0.
They're 1 or 2.
Yeah, and they beat the Niners. So it's not like, they haven't beaten anybody. They beat the Niners. I would say Minnesota and Detroit are probably my top 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I throw Green Bay in that mix, though? They're 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
They lost a game when they didn't have their quarterback. So,
they got Houston this week, right?
That's a big time match. If they win that's a statement.
Yeah.
I think that's a statement. It's at home for Green Bay. I just think the NFC is kind of wide open, to be honest with you. I believe there's probably, 6 or 7 legitimate teams that think we can win this thing. Like, I think my Eagles still feel like they can win it. I think the Commanders, the way they're playing, they feel like they can.
Is this the first time in a number of years where right now, anyway, the NFC has more really good teams than the AFC? Because, the last few years has been like Kansas City, Buffalo, and then the NFC's had some good teams, but not legitimate contenders. Yeah, and I think right now, like we were just talking with our guest, Matt Derrick, the AFC so far, long ways to go, kind of a down year for the AFC. And the better teams in the league, I think, right now are in the NFC.
Yeah, I think I looked it up. The NFC has 11 teams with a 500 or record or better. I think the AFC only maybe 5, I think. I need to double check. But, yeah, the NFC is definitely a better conference right now.
We'll take a look at the NFL's biggest fraud squads when we come right back to Sacktown Sports.
When it comes to fighting for families and protecting kids, no one works harder than our Assemblyman, Josh Hoover. A member of the Bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus, Hoover has worked across party lines and proposed tougher penalties for fentanyl crimes, stricter sentences for drug trafficking near schools, and RILA's law to make sure anyone who abuses a child is held accountable. A former school board member, Josh has fought to support school police officers, prohibit homeless encampments near schools, and increase funding for school facilities. Josh Hoover knows that families have been paying more for everything from gas and groceries to utilities and insurance. In the Assembly, Josh is working to provide relief to families, reduce the cost of housing, and stop Gavin Newsom from raising gas prices even more next year. Josh Hoover is making a difference for our families, our community, and our future. Our voice, our Assemblyman, Josh Hoover.
Paid for by Hoover for Assembly 2024.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy 2. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
O'Reilly. Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
Meta Chevy Silverado Blowout is on with $12,750 off MSRP. Every new 2024 Silverado half-ton LT in stock after rebates. Or choose $12,000 off MSRP on every new 2024 Silverado half-ton RST in stock after rebates. Exclusively at Meta Chevy at metachevy.com. Sacramento's Silverado headquarters. Whatever Silverado you choose, you'll save thousands at Meta Chevy. Together, let's drive.
Not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers. List rate on 2010 model year or newer. Ends 10/31/24.
It's Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room. And guess what? Primetime football is back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. As always, offering the best food, the best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. So check them out, Capital Casino, and always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Law Murray's going to join us at 4:30. Law Murray from The Athletic covers the Clippers. We get ready for the Kings and the Clippers. Big news in Clipperland today. Kawhi Leonard is out for the foreseeable. First they announced, so he's going to not play in the preseason as he continues to rehab. Today they said he's going to continue to rehab until, well, we'll see. So we'll find out what's up with that when we talk to Law Murray. I know some people have wondered about Doug McDermott. Any chance he's even with the team? Do we know, Drapes, where
he is with the team. He's definitely with the team. The Kings social media team put out a video 2 hours ago where he says he's excited to be around his fan base and excited and ready to light the beam. And he has a Kings t-shirt on, and they're at the Intuit Dome. And so he is with the team trying to see if he is going to play tonight. I have not heard that. Whether he's playing tonight or not.
Okay. If he plays, he's going to make 2 3-pointers.
All right. What is the over under 1.5?
Yeah, give me the over. I don't know, but he's going to make 2.
I'm taking the over also. I think it might, if he plays, I'm going 3 or more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's a shooter. Yeah. Right. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And so, I think he'll knock some down tonight.
339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Ashley has been hanging on. Hey, Ashley, what's going on? Thanks for hanging.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good. What can we do for you?
I was just thinking, in regards with the Niners.
Yeah.
I think that we have to make a move in order to actually be contenders this year. I don't think that there's any way that we can actually have a legitimate shot at the title the way that we've been playing this year, even if McCaffrey comes back. And the reason why I say that is I know that last year he was a little bit banged up at the end of the year, and he continued to play. And it sounds like this injury lingers back to last year, and so he was already playing on it when it wasn't 100%. And sure, we needed him at that point, but how much damage did that do to the Achilles? And with it being tendonitis, it's something like D Ford. It's not the same thing that D Ford had, but D Ford, he didn't, sit out right away. If I recall, I believe he was diagnosed mid-season, and he never ended up coming back to play. And so it does concern me that he didn't continue to play on it, even though it wasn't 100%.
Gotcha, Ashley. Thanks. Yeah, I think it's a very fair point. And, everybody affiliated with the Niners in any way, shape, or form is trying to be optimistic and saying, like we had Rod Brooks on yesterday. He said, I think he said, I don't know anything. He'll be back after the bye week. But if he's not, that changes the complexion of the whole season. Obviously, that's certainly a possibility. And as you say, there's a possibility of a trade. But, I mean, where do you think, if you were talking to Kyle Shanahan, where would you even suggest he go with a trade? He's looking at pass rushers, edge rushers.
Yeah, I think probably that would be the position or linebacker, maybe something like that. But I think somewhere on the defense, I think the offense is good to go.
Get me Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, but we talked that's almost impossible, right?
What you mean
with
about
the projections? With the if he's traded to an NFC team, then the Eagles would get a second round pick from the Jets.
Right,
that's
right.
It would totally make sense.
But if I think the Lions are going to get him, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm going to get him.
How much are you giving up? A couple of second rounders, second and third, second and fourth. That's a lot. That's a lot, Whitey.
I think about it,
and that's like a poison pill the Eagles threw in that deal. To stop him from going to a rival of theirs. But I do think defensive line is where they probably need some help. Yeah.
Who are the fraud squads in the NFL right now? Are there any right now? Teams that were supposed to be good, or they act like they're good. To me, it's like the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas
are like
front row leaders. Yeah. They act like they're good. Their fans talk like they're good, but they're frauds. They can't even win at home.
Yeah. If there was a fraud squad bowl, AFC, NFC, Cowboys, Jets, right?
Yeah, I think so. Do we throw the Bengals in that mix too? Are they frauds?
I bet
Joey
would.
Burrows, Joe Burrows.
Fugazi.
Who wins the AFC Fraud Squad Bowl? The Bengals or the Jets?
Jets.
Yeah.
Really, Jets? Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with the Bengals. Jay's like, I know what's wrong, Joe Burrow.
Overrated.
It's their defense has been just porous.
Yeah.
This is from NFL. Actually, it's from The Athletic today. NFL Panic Meter. How worried should these teams be? See what you think. I don't agree with it. See what you think. Keep the faith. Bengals, Cardinals, Dolphins, Colts, Broncos, Seahawks. So they're saying hang in there for those teams. Not panic time yet, but I mean, Arizona's done. Miami, it is panic time for Miami, is it not?
Yeah, I think so. As long as Tua's out, they are toast. They are done.
Mm-hmm. As for Cincinnati, the season plays out favorably the next 3 weeks at Cleveland versus Philadelphia versus Las Vegas. And that's what they said, Drapes.
I'm worried about them Yahoos or Yahoos. I'm not worried about them.
The season plays out favorably at Cleveland versus Philly versus Vegas before a rematch in Baltimore. I think the deck is really stacked against them. They've blown some winnable games and they're 2-4. The next tier is low grade panic mode. Dallas, Las Vegas, New Orleans, the Giants, the Rams, and the 49ers.
Whoa, what they say about
panic?
that? What do they say about that?
It's been a rough stretch for the Super Bowl runner-up 49ers who have battled injuries throughout this young season. Well coached and well constructed. They've weathered adversity on a 3-3 record, but on tap, a tough stretch, beginning with a rematch with Kansas City, continuing with Dallas, a bye, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Green Bay, and Buffalo. Uncertainty remains about the return dates of reinforcements like Christian McCaffrey. So this challenging slate could make or break the Niners season. Did you write that?
I mean, it's a challenging stretch. Call it what it is, Whitey. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't be like, oh, they're going to go 5-1 or 6-0 over these. I mean, they might go 3-3 and wind up sitting at 6-6. Then things get a little lighter towards the back end, and maybe they can make up some ground. But they got to go at worst 3-3, I think, over these next 6.
Dallas is a win.
Okay.
Right? Seattle, again, is a win.
All right. That's 2.
Mm-hmm. I think they'll beat Green Bay and Tampa Bay, but I don't think it'll be like, walkovers.
What's your
they beating the Chiefs?
Yes. I'll save that for our predictions.
We need some unbiased journalists on this panel here. You guys are like Warriors fans. And the way y'all treat Warriors in the national media, always giving them the benefit of the doubt. Whitey just said the Niners are the 4th best team. They haven't beaten a soul this season. They haven't beaten anyone. And then look at their losses this season. Horrible losses in terms of teams they've lost to record-wise. Talking about the Rams, talking about the Cardinals. Why are we giving them the benefit of the doubt?
You know why I am?
Why?
Because I was sitting right in this seat about, 5 weeks ago. There was a guy sitting right where you are, and he said, this is it, the 49ers got it. The 49ers, the way they played against the Jets, this is it. They're going back to the Super Bowl.
But then I got more information. I got more info. More data came in. I got to see, it'd be different if they were 3-3 and they lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the dregs of the NFL outside of the Vikings. Like the Rams, the Cardinals, and then you beat the Patriots, the Jets, who have fired their coach, and the Seahawks, who are reeling right now. There's no reason to feel optimistic at this point based on the last 6 games.
All that tells me is they should be 5-1.
Why?
Because they had both those games won. They didn't win them. That's a fact of the matter, but they had those games won. It's just when you're in Super Bowl every year, I get bored with some of those.
Niners fans acting like Warriors fans, people. Acting like Warriors fans out here.
Wasn't that just fans acting like fans? Why do you have to insult us as 49er fans?
No, because us Eagle fans, we keep it a buck. We keep it 100. Our team's not playing well right now. I'm worried about this team. To your point, we should be 4-1. We're not. There's still time to get it together. But I'm not saying, the Eagles are a top 4 team in the league or anything like that.
Who wins this week Eagles game?
Eagles and Giants?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're better than the Giants.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that they should win this week. If they lose this week, they got some problems. Giants are terrible.
Red alert panic mode, according to The Athletic. Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, New England Patriots, Carolina Panthers, Tennessee Titans, New York Jets. Great. That's our buddy Mike Jones. Tell me something I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, to the teams in there, Jacksonville and Cleveland. Have you read they've got new stadium plans in place? And the city of Cleveland wants to refurbish their current stadium. And the Browns are saying, no, we're going to go outside. There's a community just outside Cleveland. We're going to go there and get a new stadium. And I don't know what the financing is, but to me, if you're a team and you suck as much as the Browns or the Jags suck, there should be a law preventing you from using any public funding. If you want to pay for your own stadium and buy the land, go ahead. But if you suck that much, you are not eligible to receive any public funding, right? That's terrible. We're going to get millions and millions of dollars to build a new stadium so we can move there, and we're still going to suck.
Right.
That's just not right.
If I'm a fan, there's no way I would want to finance that. But let me ask you this. From a politician standpoint, political standpoint, isn't it best to keep the Browns in Cleveland?
I don't know anymore. You would think so. We'll come back with a look at the Kings. Would the play-in tourney be a bitter disappointment for Kings fans? I don't think it has to be. We're back with that on Sacktown Sports.
My whole identity had been wrapped up in being a soldier. To have that so violently ripped from me when I was wounded, I was lost for a very long time. When Wounded Warrior Project came into my life, being around the other warriors, people that had similar experiences that I did, it was a game changer for me. Having King join the group, that was the beginning of a really good friendship. It's a good time.
I first heard about Wounded Warrior Project through CQ. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I qualify. But having been a part of it, it's kind of taught me that it's not just the wounds that you can see, but it's those that you can't.
When you do something like a peer support group with Wounded Warrior Project and come together from different walks of life, man, the growth is incredible. If not for Wounded Warrior Project, I really don't think that I'd be here today.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
There's no need to be scared of auto maintenance this October. Your local Jiffy Lube has just the treats you need without the tricks, like fast oil changes or wiper blades for the upcoming rainy season. Serving greater Sacramento area customers since 1984 with over 30 convenient locations to choose from. Open daily, early at 7:30 and open past 6 p.m. at most locations. Just visit jiffylube.com to find a location near you and valuable coupons to save money too.
Jeff Lynn's ELO. Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Live in concert in Sacramento. The Over and Out Tour. Jeff Lynn's ELO, the final tour, all the hits, live at Golden One Center, October 23rd. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all 4 arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports, 1140. I just like to say, your afternoon home for Kings Talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Taking you up to game night tonight. The Kings and the Clippers. The Kings have not yet won a preseason game. The Clippers have not yet won a preseason game. Jay, I know that you're Mr. Preseason doesn't matter, and I know you're 100% right about that. I just feel like it'd be nice to win a game tonight. It's not necessary. Doesn't mean We go into panic mode if they don't. I just think it'd be nice to win a game tonight. You with me?
True. You always want to
Okay.
win in everything,
There you
right?
go.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, I'm with you.
They're keeping score. You might as well win.
What if they're tied? It's supposed to go to overtime, and they're like, "Nah, you know what? We're done."
That's all right.
Okay, you take that too. Didn't lose.
That's okay. I just want to see him play a little better, make a few shots. The shooting's been almost so bad, you don't worry about it because you know they're not that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
they're not a 25% three-point shooting team.
And at
We
the
know
same
that.
time, it's the beginning. We're still trying to figure it out. We know, they're still trying to find their footing, continuity. Got a few new guys in the lineup, especially DeMar DeRozan. Things like that. And I know that doesn't adversely affect your shooting because you're just shooting, but at the same time, it's still, amongst the game. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
The offense there hasn't been a ton of rhythm to it, but
Yeah.
bottom line is you make shots and everything looks like it's flowing better. Here's a question.
We're winning.
Yeah. Text line here, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Drive guys, could you ever see a reunion with Sasha after maybe a few more years in the EuroLeagues to fix his game up? From Justin. Nope. I don't know about you, Jay.
Did you, were they from the 530 or 916 you said?
That was Justin in the 916.
Justin, did you, if you haven't had the opportunity, I would tell you, I don't know if you're driving or not, but when you have an opportunity to take the time, pull out, Google Sasha signing with Olympiacos and watch the fanfare that just happened when he came back. And you tell me, would you come back over here? Like, why would Sasha ever come back over to the States? He tried it. Didn't happen. I understand it's like a college coach trying to go to the pro or vice versa. But, man, the fans were up in arms when Sasha came. They absolutely loved him.
What do you think, Drapes? From Justin. Could you ever see a reunion with Sasha after maybe a few more years in the EuroLeagues to fix his game up?
Nah, not at all. I think his experience here was miserable. I don't think he was happy. Wasn't happy with his playing time. I don't see it. And I think Doug McDermott got his number 7. Dougie McBuckets is going to wear number 7. I'm being told. I heard. And so, no, man, it just ain't happening.
Yeah. I don't know if you know Bill Horrenda. Bill Horrenda used to be on Kings pre and post game on NBC Sports Bay Area. He just texted me when he heard that, and he asked me, "Sasha reunion?"
ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Ain't no way.
Justin's thinking outside the box a little bit, but it's not going to happen.
Is it because he's a Sasha fan? Is it because he's a Kings fan, or is he worried about the front court?
My guess is Justin just feels like, hey, Sasha, we know is better than what we saw last year. There's a lot of untapped potential there. Is there any chance the Kings
who don't even want to be here?
That?
So what are we talking about? 3 years down the road? Didn't he sign a 3-year deal?
Yeah, he's not coming back.
Yeah, because he's no kid either.
No.
Right. I'm not either. Don't get me wrong. But it's not like he's a youngster who's going to come back in his prime or anything.
I don't even know if the Kings would want him back.
So old.
It's very unfortunate that it didn't work out. That was one of the keys to last season being a little underwhelming because they were hoping they'd get a lot from him and they got basically nothing.
Yeah, I don't think any of the moves they made actually panned out for them. Sasha, Chris Duarte, none of their big offseason, JaVale McGee, none of them worked for the Kings last season.
So how about this year's moves?
Yeah, our boy Jordan McLaughlin, friend of show, already looks like he's a solid player, can be a good rotation guy. DeMar, of course, is DeMar. It seems like they hit. We got to see what Dougie McBuckets brings to the table. I wonder if he'll play tonight. I don't know. I don't know if he will, but he's with the team in L.A. Word is he's wearing number 7, so it would be a nice sight to see if he plays tonight.
I know we've gone back and forth a lot already, even though the season hasn't started, about what would be a successful season, what would be disappointing. And I know we're going to talk a lot about that between now and the start of the season. Of course, once the season starts, Jay and I think we're throwing this around about the play-in tournament. I think you and I talked about it too. I know right now for a lot of Kings fans, the play-in tournament looks like we spit on that. To me, obviously the Kings look like they have the chance to be good enough to avoid that. But the West is, again, going to be so tightly compacted.
Mm-hmm.
To me right now, and I'm not making excuses for anybody, I could see how you could have a really good year and still be in the play-in. If the Kings were in the play-in this year and got out of it into the playoffs, I don't think that'd necessarily be a bad thing. You'd have to win the next round, but I don't think we should turn our noses up necessarily right now at the play-in in the West. And I think I'm in the minority, but that's the way I
thoroughly disagree with you because, and you're right, it will be a compacted Western Conference. But when I look at the West and I look at where the standings were, 47 wins was the play-in. You got 47 or 49 wins. New Orleans Pelicans got the play-in.
So was it 49, 46? 49, 47, and 46 and 46?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it right there.
That's not nothing in the West, 46, 47 wins.
But when you base it off that you are coming off a season with 46, shouldn't you win 4 to 5 more games with DeRozan, with a healthy Malik, hopefully, with a healthy Kevin Huerter? I'm talking if everybody stays healthy and we get a mostly healthy season. Now, if guys get injured or something like that, then we can talk about playing. But I think when I look at the teams that the top 6 from last season, how about this, Whitey? OKC, they'll be there again, right? They'll be a top 10.
Yeah.
Minnesota, they'll be there.
Yep.
Clippers.
Nope.
Exactly. So that's one team out of the top 6 right there from last year. Denver.
They'll
probably
be
going to be in top 6.
I
think Denver's probably a 4 or 5 seed. Mavericks.
Yes.
Suns.
Yes.
Now, here's the question. Are we better than the Lakers? Are we? No?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, the Lakers, I don't see how they're going to get as many games as they did last year from LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Okay. Are we better than the Warriors? Should we finish ahead of the Warriors?
Yeah. Mediocre team.
All right.
But I don't think that's they're 10 games better than the Warriors. The Warriors are still kind of
should.
Yeah.
How about the Pelicans?
I don't
That's
know.
the team I think we're going to be battling for that top 6 with. If the Clippers fall out, who's that other team that jumps up? What about Memphis too?
Right.
Like how good is Memphis going to be? I don't know. A healthy Ja changes everything. If he plays, that changes everything. But I think the Kings should be on par with the Nuggets, with Dallas, with even Minnesota. Like I think the Kings can be that. And so if they're a grouping we're talking about are the Lakers and the Warriors again, that's not good, man.
I know you've said, and Jerry Reynolds has said, and a lot of people have said they'll win 50 games this year. If they win 50 games, that last year 50 put you 5th. Phoenix won 49 last year and barely 49. The Pelicans won 49. They were in the play-in.
I got them at 51 or 52 personally. But yeah, to me, 50 is kind of the minimum for this team. 49 is the minimum. And so if they and then you got to look at what am I thinking of? Tiebreakers, if you will.
Sure.
Like if I'm being real, the Kings should challenge for the division crown. If they win a division, they're in the top 6. They aren't in the play-in. Are they better than Phoenix? That's debatable.
A lot of people are really high on Phoenix.
Yeah, that's debatable. We got to see. Are they better than the Lakers? I think so. Are they better than the Warriors? I think so. Are they better than the Clippers? I think so. Are they better than Portland? Yes. So to me, what's standing between them winning the division and not are the Phoenix Suns. Can they be better than Phoenix?
Well, you said, and I agree with you, Phoenix, and you also said New Orleans, right?
Yeah. In terms of, because we think the Clippers are going to fall from the top 6. Question is, who's jumping up into that top 6?
Yeah.
I don't think the Lakers will. I don't think the Warriors. I think it'll be between the Pelicans and the Kings.
Both Phoenix and New Orleans have reason to expect to be better. You never know how it's going to work out. But, they both made some pretty significant moves. All I'm saying is the West, again, it's going to be, we say this over and over. It's so cliche, but it's true. It's going to be tightly compacted, and it's going to be hyper competitive. There's a chance you end up having a really good team, and you still end up in the plan. It's still that chance.
What's
Things
interesting
should be good enough to escape it, but they might not.
What's interesting about the schedule, too, is that because of the in-season tournament, the schedule is unbalanced. Remember, the Warriors their extra game came, I think, against the Pistons. We got the Pelicans in the extra game. And so we have 5 games against New Orleans. Obviously, I'm talking the regular season. Obviously, a team that had our number, a bad matchup. What if this year we get a couple extra games against bad teams, Portland, let's say? That can help us out. And so I got to see. I think 46 was a disappointing number.
It was.
With health, that team should have won 49 games. Now you add in DeRozan, I'm thinking 51, 52.
I would say this, my opinion, again, minority. If the Kings are in the play-in, that in and of itself is not necessarily a bitter disappointment. If they don't get out of the play-in, that's a massive failure.
Yeah, I agree with that. And let me ask you this. I'll take it a step further, because ultimately it matters what you do in the postseason, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's when you judge a season. If they don't win the first round, are you disappointed? Yes or no?
Right now, I'd say yeah.
Well, then if they come out of the play-in, they're 7 or 8 seed.
I know.
Which means they got to pull off an upset.
7 seeds win all the time. 7 seeds go to the conference finals now all the time.
Okay, all right.
That happens a lot. But I understand your point.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm looking at it like, I don't know, man. Ultimately, it comes down for me, this team, what they do in the playoffs. We've been in the playoffs. You've been in the first round. With this team, you got to get out of the first round. That, to me, regular season, you may be right playing, whatever. But if you make it into the second round, that's considered a successful season, I think.
Yeah, like I've said before, I still think last year as an organization, there was something of a hangover just from having finally made the playoffs after so many years. It's one of the reasons last year, one of the reasons they were disappointing. But now that's all behind you. Everything that dragged them back last year, they got to get beyond that.
Right. And
all of it.
And I think, when you look at DeMar DeRozan, you look at De'Aaron Fox, they're a much more mature bunch, to your point about the hangover last season. I mean, they were still living off the high, they were still feeling good about themselves. Now I see a business-like approach from this team, talking to them, showing up at practice, seeing them work out and everything. I think, that's why I'm not panicking about the preseason so far, because I think this team does have the right mindset, and a different mindset, if you will, than they did last year. Last year it was like, oh, it's just one of 82. I don't get that sense this year with these guys. Outwardly they may say that, De'Aaron may say that at some point this season, but I think inwardly they understand, we got to be better night in and night out.
Would be nice to win tonight, wouldn't it? If you don't, I know it's still the preseason, but it'd be nice to win a freaking game.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. Go into the regular season feeling good about yourselves. Not, you know what, Whitey? Be nice if they hit some damn shots.
Exactly.
Make some shots tonight. Let's see the ball go in the bucket. Some three-pointers go down.
Yeah, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. If you want to participate in the show like Rich does. Rich joins us on Sacktown Sports. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
What's up, my guys? Hey.
What's up, Rich?
I was listening to you guys earlier about worried about the Niners and the 3 losses and who they lost to and what happened. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm so excited because my Niners came together in the fourth quarter in the Seattle game, and that's the turnaround I've seen last year. And I've seen it because my man, the rookie, Ronaldo Green, that boy had 6 deflections and 2 picks. You got to give that guy a starting job right now. You put him in, and with Kavaris Ward and Lenore, it's a shutdown team. And then my other question is, hey, Max to the Niners, what do you think?
Thank you, Rich. You want to handle any of that?
No, that's your guy, man. He mispronounced his name, so I was going to leave that up to you to talk about.
Yeah, I don't think Max Crosby was coming to the Niners, but if there was any way that they could even consider it, they'd sure look into it. They love Max Crosby, as you probably know. Shanahan loves Max Crosby. When they play the Raiders, they make a point of saying, oh, on your draft day visit, we probably, we were the line coach was a little mean to you. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. How are you? They love him. But the Raiders probably aren't going to trade him. If they do, the 49ers will do everything within their power to try to make that happen. I still think it's very unlikely.
Yeah, I think it's unlikely as well. First of all, the haul you would have to give up. I mean, it would be massive to get that guy. And, what would that signal to the Raiders fans? That would be a horrible PR move for the organization. I just don't see it happen.
And I don't think Mark Davis would want to do anything to help the Niners, even though I know.
Yeah,
they're not
think
in the Bay
about
Area
that.
anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Mark joining us on Sack Down Sports. Mark, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, gentlemen. Thanks for taking the call. Hey, so talking about the Kings.
Yeah.
What I would like to see this year is the Kings win the games that they're supposed to win. Last year, they lost so many games against teams that they should have beaten. If they do that, then we're talking into the low 50s, and I think that cohesiveness will flow right into the playoffs.
Thank you, Mark. And I think the Kings feel that DeMar DeRozan can address some of the reasons why they lost some of those games. Getting to the foul line, making free throws. I mean, it's not as simple as that, but that's one of the reasons they lost so many of those games. And another thing is everybody loses some of those games. Everybody.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
But the Kings did lose more than their fair share of them.
Everybody lose some of those games. No doubt about it. I go back to Boston suffering a loss at Charlotte in overtime. They lost. You know, I look at, Boston getting beat by, to me, a woeful Golden State team. I'm not a big Warriors fan. You know that. But then they righted the ship.
They just all past their prime.
Exactly. They just all passed their prime. That's it. And so, I know the narrative is win the games you're supposed to win, but there are some games you're supposed to lose that you should win also, like they did. Winning twice at Denver, I think it was, twice at Minnesota. And so, what's the, I guess, line of demarcation where it's not a bad loss? You know what I mean?
You shouldn't be losing home games against bad teams.
That's for sure.
Blow a lead.
That's for sure.
And they made a habit of that last year.
That's for sure. That's 100% for sure. And should they beat the Clippers, let's say this year, should they beat the Lakers this year? And I think if you say they got to win all the games they're supposed to win, should we also accept, well, if they lose the games they're supposed to lose, we're okay with that? I don't know. Like you said, Denver lost to San Antonio late in the season. That was a horrible loss. And it just happens.
Cost them the 1 seed.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen at some point, Kings fans. We're going to have a bad loss this season. The question is, does that become a trend, a narrative throughout the season like it was last year?
Would you like to know what your buddy Hollinger says about the top of the West?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, we know that he had the Kings 9th with 44 wins. 8, he says Lakers, 45 wins. 7, Golden State, 46 wins. Do you need a moment?
Nah, just, so the Warriors, their record, they had 46 wins last season, so they stay the same.
That's, again, this is John Hollinger. Then he has 6th in the West this year, 47-35, Nolans.
All right.
Number 5, Denver, 49-33, sliding all the way down to 5th.
I got him 5th.
Yeah. Number 4, actually has a tie for 3rd, Minnesota with 51 wins, tied with Dallas. Number 2, Phoenix, 52 and 30, says John Hollinger, with, of course, he says OKC, 61-21, essentially running away with the conference.
He got him winning by 9 games.
Yes.
Jeez.
Phoenix, 52 wins, OKC. And by the way, Hartenstein just broke his hand.
Yeah, what they say, 4-6?
61-21, says John Hollinger for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's a lot of wins. That's a lot. I probably got them at about 57, 58. I think they'll be, just as good as they were last year. But like we've been saying, you got to factor in how difficult the West is going to be. And so,
which of those really sticks in your craw, Drapes? It's got to be Golden State.
Yeah, I would say the Warriors finishing with the same exact record as they had last year. How come they can finish with the same record, but the Kings, who added DeRozan, can't get the same benefit, can't even finish with their same record?
He says the Warriors are comparing them to the Lakers. I know you asked about the Kings. Hollinger says the Warriors are much deeper across their top 10 players, which should fortify them for the regular season grind.
Nah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Maybe they'll win some games. Maybe they'll get there. I'm just not sold on the Warriors. Just the fit. To me, it's a collection of players. there's no like cohesiveness with all of them.
Here's the thing about LA. I agree with Hollinger on this, although I think he may have them a little higher rated than they should be. He says LA, the Lakers, almost certain to get fewer combined games from its 2 stars this season. I agree with that, which means the rest of the roster will need to be better to compensate. And the roster is exactly the same, other than, like they got Dalton Connect. So how are the Lakers going to be better?
And what did he have Lakers at?
He has them sliding in there 45 and 37.
That's worse, though.
You won, what, a game?
They won 47 games last season. So that's 2 games worse. He has them.
Yeah.
And so, I could see that. They were 47 and 35 last season. I could see them taking a step back. I could see them being better too. Lakers are, to me.
You got a thing for the Lakers.
Yeah. I'm a LeBron guy. You know that. I like AD also. I mean, and I like Dalton Connect as a rookie. And I don't believe they bought into what Darvin Ham was selling last year. And so the question is, do they respect JJ Redick? Is JJ Redick a great basketball mind? To me, the Lakers are a huge question mark, and that's why I say the West,
I agree.
As great as it is, I feel like there are a number of teams. Minnesota, is Julius Randle going to fit in? Huge question mark, I feel, with them. Dallas, how does Klay Thompson fit in? Big question mark. Clippers, they'll probably take a step back. And so, New Orleans, no center. I got my boy Daniel Tice. I think these Western Conference teams have a lot of question marks.
Zion's probably going to play a lot of center.
Yeah.
Golden opportunity for the Kings this year, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's stretched out before them in the West.
Yes.
It's going to be tough, but there are going to be opportunities.
Yes. Do you think DeRozan helps us against the Pelicans? Do you think, just his offensive ability makes life easier for us against the Pelicans?
And, he's not by any stretch like a dirty player, but he's very physical. He's strong.
Yeah.
You don't push him around.
Right. That's true. Yeah. You're right. He's not going to be punked by anybody.
Right.
No, you're right.
Law Murray's going to join us in a moment here. Covers the Clippers for The Athletic. What's going on with Kawhi? We'll find out from Law Murray next on Sacktown Sports.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, how are you celebrating fall's arrival?
By giving you the best savings yet on all remaining new 2023 Dodge Charger SXTs in stock, with savings up to $13,000 off MSRP, starting as low as $28,215.
Wow, that's some of the best savings you've had all year.
Yep. And it's not just on new Dodges. We have over 200 quality used cars available and 46 under $20,000 at the new Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter in historic downtown Woodland. Whatever vehicle you need, Hoblet has it.
If you need a vehicle new or used, your first stop needs to be Hoblet. You won't find bigger savings on a better selection of vehicles anywhere. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
13,000 total net savings on select new 2023 Dodge Charger XXT after $39.20 factory rebates and $9,080 dealer discount. Rebates include 1,000 Hoblet inventory select coupons while supplies last. Not everyone will qualify for all rebates. At least 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Drapes here for Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now that fall is here, now is the perfect time to head to Stockton and check out a new Mercedes-Benz. I had the opportunity just last week to drive an all-new S-Class 550, and let me tell you, it was a sweet ride. The moment I hopped in, I felt like I was in a world of luxury. From the steering wheel to the seat cooling and even the power of the engine, I was impressed. And then, of course, when I hopped into my Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV, I felt the same thing. So hurry in and take advantage of the Mercedes-Benz incentive bonuses up to $15,000. And they have tons of pre-owned vehicles as well, including C-Class sedans, GLC SUVs, and a whole lot more. Take it from me, you won't be disappointed. So take the short drive down I-5 to Mercedes-Benz of Stockton or online at mbofstockton.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Febreze.
Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week. Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. A gusty north breeze will increase tonight. We'll see gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour on the west side of the valley. Morning temperatures in the mid-50s, afternoon highs in the 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Disturbed. Live. Oh, get up, come on, get down with the 25th anniversary of the 5-time platinum album, The Sickness. 2 sets, 1 show, The Sickness in its entirety, and greatest hits with special guests, Daughtry, and nothing more. Friday, May 9th, Golden One Center. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Disturbed. Live. Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Something's got to give tonight, Drapes, as you know, when the preseason winless Clippers take on the preseason winless Kings. But the big news in Clipperland, Kawhi Leonard out for the foreseeable now. Did they see this coming? Let's find out. Nice enough to join us. Of course, he covers the Clippers for The Athletic at the arena now, at the Inuit. Law Murray. Hey, first things first, Law, thanks for your time. And how about the arena? How nice is this? Is it living up to all the expectations?
Hopefully he'll get it there next week. But it's cool to be here. It's like the team relocated. I've never been to Arco in Sacramento. I've been to Golden One a few times. So I couldn't imagine, as someone who's not from Northern California or California period, like to get a new arena, to have it in a new location, to have it be modern, to know that your team is going to be there and committed. That's a cool feeling for the fans that get to come here, and hopefully they will have a team worthy of cheering for. Also, I got to point out, I know the Kings haven't won a preseason game. The Clippers have won their last 3.
Well, they're like,
so,
okay. My apologies. My apologies.
I was listening. I'm like, wait, what team y'all talking about?
Right. Oh, man. Law, what's up, man? It's Drapes, man. Kyle Draper. Thanks for jumping on with us. We talking, yeah, my guy, what's happening? We talking about this new arena, all the bells and whistles and everything. But they're not going to have Kawhi opening night, man, it looks like. How deflating is that, do you think, for the organization?
I don't think it's deflating at all. I think that it might be deflating if, like, you weren't paying attention over the last week or several weeks, but for people who have understood that this has always been the plan for Kawhi, it's not even news. It's really just a reinforcement, because the only thing that's changed is the fact that the regular season next week. But I mean, he has not been involved in training camps. He's not been involved in the practices in terms of being on the floor. Obviously, he's around the teams, in guys' ears, stuff like that. But, like, the goal isn't for Kawhi Leonard to play 82 games. The goal is for Kawhi Leonard to get through the season healthy, to play a reasonable amount of games to help the team get to the playoffs, and then to finish the playoffs, something that he has not done in the entire time Teron Lue has been head coach of his basketball team. Obviously, this team is not the same kind of team as it was over the last few years when there were multiple future Hall of Famers besides Kawhi on the roster. Obviously, James Harden is still here, but this has always been a 2-star team for the most part. It is a 2-star team now, James Harden is going to be leading the charge until Kawhi gets fully healthy so that when he comes back, he stays back. That has always been the plan. Maybe it just needs to be reinforced to people today.
Law Murray, nice enough to join us as we get ready for the Kings and the Clippers. Were the offseason moves that the Clippers made, is it fair to say they were focused on improving them defensively?
Absolutely. None of those guys, Derek Jones Jr., Chris Dunn, Nicholas Batum, who's an old friend, Mo Bamba, who has not played yet, but has a very long wingspan, as he also is in a return-to-play protocol by the Clippers right now. None of those guys are going to be guys who you give the ball to and ask them to cook. If anything, they're going to be able to eat off the primary playmakers that the team already has. Well, what they need to do to be a team that exceeds expectations is to defend at a much higher level. And it's not just the players. Jeff Van Gundy is on this team as an assistant as well. He's going to be the defensive coordinator. And that I've already seen examples of how the team will, and that's no disrespect to Dan Craig, who was the defense coordinator last year, and the team got off to a great start defensively last year as well to start the season. But things are going to be different. There is a higher level of attention to detail and urgency that maybe guys took for granted last year. They can't take for granted this year, especially with Kawhi dealing with what he's dealing with physically.
Our guy Law Murray joining us. Hey, Law, we talk about Kawhi being out. You guys do have James Harden. How much do you think the Clippers need from James Harden with Kawhi out to start the season? What do they need from him?
They need him to be the kind of player that can raise the floor as well as raise the ceiling offensively. And James is an offense unto himself. Every offense James Harden has been a part of has been league average or better, sometimes elite. Now, you're not expecting elite offense with Kawhi not there and with James at the portion of his career where he's not MVP James Harden, obviously. But he showed that he is really good at getting his teammates to do what they're supposed to do with him as the primary playmaker. And I've seen some of the old things that we're used to seeing from James, the step back threes, the ability to draw some fouls. But we're seeing some things from James also where he's going to try and take advantage of the guys that he's going to be on the floor with, namely the advanced passes. When James looks up, whether it's off of a make, off of a miss, off of a turnover, James is looking at who's streaking. And I've seen Terrence Mann. I've seen Kevin Porter Jr. I've seen Bones Highland. I've seen Terrence Mann. Like, those guys are going to be out and running. Like, those guys, they're going to try and get as many easy baskets as they can, because in the NBA, when you can steal some money, that leads to the advantages that you need to win games. So Harden is this is a guy who led the league in assists just 2 years ago. Whether it's passing, whether it's getting his own shot, whether it's getting into the paint. I've seen a lot more James working on his floater, working in more mid-range shots. I think that is going to be critical for the Clippers to be able to tread water until they get the all-NBA player that they're waiting on.
Law Murray with us, and obviously we appreciate the fact that you've been focused on the Clippers, but we've been talking to broadcasters, writers from around the league, and asking everybody what they think of the fit DeRozan with the Kings. We frankly have encountered a little bit of skepticism, but how about you, Law Murray? How do you see DeMar DeRozan fitting in with the Kings this year?
Man, I just talked to DeMar this morning at shoot-around because, I cover the NBA. I cover 30 teams, not just one. And, DeMar is someone who I'm always appreciative when I get a chance to see him. I got a piece that I'm hopefully going to have out next week talking about the availability of guys, about what they do with the ball in their hands, how reliable they are. And that dude, DeMar DeRozan, is someone who is underappreciated even at this stage of his career. He's always on the floor. He's always got the ball in his hands, and he knows what to do with the ball in his hands. He's efficient getting to the free throw line. He's efficient from the mid-range, and he's developed so much as a guy who makes plays for others. He's going to take so much pressure off of De'Aaron Fox, off of Domantas Sabonis, two guys who just 2 years ago were all-NBA players and all-stars. Obviously, Domantas was an all-NBA player last year without even being an all-star. And so I think that they have a real nice diversity of offensive options. And defensively, they got to figure out how they're going to guard. I think that's why you see Keon Ellis in the lineup as a starter. But part of being a veteran. It's the same case with James Harden, same guy, 2009 draft class, right? A lot of defense is understanding what other guys do and understanding what your teammates are doing. And DeMar is with Mike Brown. Mike Brown came up under Pop, who DeMar played with for 3 years in San Antonio. And also, DeMar pointed out to me this morning that Jay Triano is on this Sacramento Kings staff as well. And that was DeMar's original coach in Toronto. So I think that it's a great fit. It's a fit that I almost should have saw coming when it was clear the Bulls weren't going to be able to retain him. And I'm excited for DeMar, and it sounds like DeMar is pretty energized to be on a team that can do something in the Western Conference.
Okay, he's high on that. I like that. Yeah. That's a great answer. So with that being said, handicap these two teams and where you see them fitting in the Western Conference.
I think both of them are squarely in the play-in tournament. I think for the Kings,
you killing me. Hold up, Law. Hold up. Everybody's looking at me like, you got the Kings in the play-in tournament after just hyping up our boy DeMar DeRozan?
Yeah, I wasn't hyping up the Kings. I was hyping up DeMar.
Wow. That's messed up, man. I can't wait to see you, man, when I come down there. Oh.
Hey, the play-in tournament ain't a bad thing if you can survive it.
That's what I've been saying.
That's the thing. It's like the Kings, they got revenge in the play-in tournament last year. They ended the season of the team that ended their season the year before. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, they weren't fully healthy, and they were going up against a team that had their number quite thoroughly. You've never seen a 6-0 before the playoffs since like the 80s or something. We ain't got enough teams to play 6 games against people now. Right. But I mean, that's what happened with the Pelicans. So, and the reality is, I think the Kings are going to have to figure out some things, like who is going to consistently guard when DeMar, De'Aaron, all those guys are on the floor. I'm not saying they're bad defenders, but I am saying that you need some reliability from guys who are in positions that are tough to rely on. There's a heavy lift of offense. I got to see those guys grind, and I think they can do it, but there's a lot of teams that I think are going to be in better spots. And so I think the Kings are better than they were last season. Hopefully they'll be healthier. Obviously they enjoyed great health 2 years ago, and they won the division. Their health cost them a little bit last year, and it took them in the play-in tournament. So we're going to see if they can get through this season. I think they can survive the play-in tournament. I feel the same way about the Clippers, and that's the thing. Like the Clippers are used to winning. And
yeah.
That's where I have them for the rest of the season going in. Will they be able to survive a play-in tournament? Because I think the West is crazy, and those teams are going to be right there in the middle.
Thank you very much for your time, Law. We appreciate it. Having a little issue there with the national anthem in the background. Enjoy the game tonight. We hope to talk to you again soon. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
All right, bro. You got it, man.
So he kind of threw you for a loop a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He's hyping up our boy DeMar, singing his praises, and then, you and the Clippers are being squarely in the play-in tournament. Like, we expect the Clippers to be out of the mix, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I guess interesting.
I guess it's kind of almost like a McCaffrey situation with Kawhi. They figure, well, we get him back at some point, we'll be pretty good.
Yeah, we'll be good. And I don't know. I think even with Kawhi, they would be struggling, And so Law says he covers every team, but he mostly covers the Clippers. So that might be a little home cooking there, a little homerism there from our guy, Law Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody on the text line. Did you see that?
I'm looking at the text line now.
Somebody with a 209 is Kenny G doing that.
Kenny G doing the anthem. He sounded like, oh, man.
Yeah. I was going to ask him one more. It's like, nah, we can't.
Get out of here. Yeah.
We gotta, and then he kept going.
Yeah.
Like,
I was tooting that horn tonight.
Man.
Somebody on playing the electric kazoo when we come back. Hey, we got to get to our pigskin picks.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that.
We got football tonight.
Yes.
And, of course, we got basketball tonight, taking you up to game night. It's the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Whitey here reminding you that not all grills are created equal. Give your family a real treat. Bring out all the flavors of the upcoming holidays with the amazing Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers. Napoleon grills have features other grills can't match. They're built different, built better, built to last, complete with a lifetime warranty. all made with premium steel that boasts absolute quality. Just because it's October does not mean we can't barbecue outside. Visit California Backyard now for your best selection of grills and Napoleon Grills accessories.
I'm Brian Tedesco, CEO of Blaupunkt Americas, the pioneers of the car stereo. Today, we're not just about sound systems. We are revolutionizing the e-bike scene with Blue Dot Bike. Thanks to AmericanEagle.com, our online presence now features a dynamic e-commerce website that showcases the quality and affordability of our foldable e-bikes. And our collegiate e-bikes, just perfect for the college fanatic. These e-bikes offer a new way to experience freedom on two wheels, no matter your age. When we needed a top-notch website to match our cutting-edge e-bikes, we turned to AmericanEagle.com. They made the impossible seem easy, tackling digital challenges like pros. Check out the Blue Dot Bike website to see AmericanEagle.com's amazing work in action. Need the best in website and digital marketing solutions? AmericanEagle.com is your go-to. They've been a game changer for us, and they can be for you too. Visit AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW-1. That's 877-WEB-NOW-1.
O'Reilly. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts in West Sacramento and Town Center Plaza next to Nugget Markets now through October 29th for the Customer Appreciation Day sale. You'll get 2 times O rewards points on select purchases. Plus, pick up 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and receive a $10 gift card after rebate. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your Town Center Plaza, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. A gusty north breeze will increase tonight. We'll see gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour on the west side of the valley. Morning temperatures in the mid-50s, afternoon highs in the 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
Want to keep your gas-powered engines running like new? Stable's proprietary formulas are proven by third-party testing to outperform the competition in keeping fuel fresh, preventing corrosion, and cleaning the entire fuel system. With Stable, you can have confidence you are doing the right thing for your engine's long-term health. Just pour into your gas can or fuel tank, then top off with fresh fuel. At every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable. Available where fuel additives are sold.
When you switch and save with Progressive, you could use that money towards scoring courtside seats for your favorite team. Progressive cannot guarantee that you can score courtside seats. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds on average, but courtside seats can be astronomical. Maybe if your team plays in a smaller market, you could swing it. Even still, it's unlikely. Maybe 4th row, which are still incredible seats that you'll enjoy greatly. Savings possible. Courtside, long shot. Switch and see if you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates. Not available in all states. Progressive cannot guarantee that someone really tall will not sit in front of you at the game, rendering your excellent seats just okay.
DC here, and if you've been thinking about a new car, you gotta see my friends at Folsom Lake Kia. You can always count on low payments and zero down deals with approved credit. Folsom Lake Kia, over 25 years, right here in Folsom.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for American Energy Heating and Air with a question. Have you recently had a technician diagnose your HVAC system and you were a bit surprised at how much it cost? Or did something seem off about their quote? Because at American Energy, they take pride in giving you honest, straightforward solutions to get that system up and running. Have their qualified technicians come out and give you a free second opinion. It's free. You got nothing to lose but some dollars off of that original quote. They're making the uncomfortable comfortable. They've been doing it since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. That's why they keep having customers coming back for more and more and more. You can call them and set that appointment at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Insurance companies perform a very valuable service, but they want to keep their money. Although most cases settle before trial, it is paramount that the insurance companies know that if pressed, your legal team has the experience to take your case all the way. For 25 years, Ashton & Price has earned the reputation that if the insurance company isn't fair, we're ready to force them to be fair. My mom used to warn me, wait till dad gets home. Think of us as dad. The best part, there's no fee until we win.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Drive Guys, live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Listen, thanks for being with us. And if you stayed with us through that, whatever that was they were playing at the Inuit Dome, thank you for staying with us. And our apologies on the in the chateau. Campio wants to know, is Fergie doing the national anthem? Top tier 10 anthem with instruments over voice. Mike Holmes says it sounds like auto-tune. LOL. It sounded like somebody at the drive-through window at Jack in the Box playing the national anthem on a kazoo while they were ordering a jumbo jack or something, didn't it?
It was a jumbo jack. That sounds good. Like, it sounded like Law was like right next to him, right?
I know.
Like, it was so close.
Yeah. And,
My gosh.
we have the privilege sometimes of doing shows from the arena. And
Yeah.
it's always tricky when you're interviewing somebody or doing something and the anthem's playing. But that was like two fighting cats doing the national anthem.
He probably thought he was good to go, safe, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah. And
It's
I'm
like-
sure, he's focusing on what he's saying
Right,
and everything.
right.
So,
man, that was tough.
by the way, Brian Cardicelli, he wants to get a Napoleon grill. Absolutely, Brian.
Right.
You should get. They're great.
You get a discount? I mean, you get the hookup? Anything?
Got a
else?
code to offer him?
If it were up to me, I don't have a code.
Yeah,
You can
I know,
You
right?
can always tell them, hey, I heard it on radio and see what happens. But I don't think we can promise you a discount. You don't need one. It's that good. It's that good. Pigskin Picks.
Hold up. Aaron Judge.
Oh, my
All
goodness.
rise. He just hit a 2-run blast to tie it up in the 8th.
Off Emmanuel Clase.
Wow.
That guy throws heat.
Judge got him. Tied it at 3.
So they are all even.
Yeah,
now.
Guardians
3
were
to 3.
rocking and rolling, looking good.
Yeah. We'll see what the Guardians are made of, won't
Yep.
we?
Oh,
Those are
man.
the toughest losses in any sport. And I know they had a little pizza left in the box, but when you think we got
We
this,
got it.
we got Clase on the mound, we got this win,
Yep.
and then that's tough.
Yep.
Aaron Judge.
2 outs in the 8th. He goes yard. Wow. All right. Sorry. Yeah.
No,
That's
thank
big
you for
time
that.
right there.
Thank you for that update.
Update.
We also have, so we got the Kings clips tonight, we got baseball, and we've got Amazon's Thursday Night Football.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got to make our predictions. Denver against New Orleans. Here's Jay.
Yes, sir. I'll recap last week and bring you up to speed as I look at the Aaron Judge opposite field home run. Wow, just got over the right field fence. Just got over the right field fence, fellas. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Big time Aaron Judge pulling up.
Did you see, by the way, the pop-up that he hit?
Yes.
That was dropped.
Yes, that would be.
That was picked up by the radar at LaGuardia. It was hit so high.
Get out of here.
That thing was,
That's-
allegedly was that high.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the airport. I didn't know which one, but yeah, super
Damn,
dope.
okay.
Let's see here. Bringing up the rear last week would be that'd be me, fellas. That'd be me.
What?
I'm at the bottom this week.
First time ever?
It is. This is our 5th week picking. I had 6 right, extra bonus pick on the win for the lock, which was the Bills. Drapes, you had 8 wins. Whitey, you won the week. You had 9 games correct with a extra bonus point, which got the 10th point as a lock, which
All
are
right.
joint.
Finally figured out the bonus system.
I'm
Yes,
still
there
trying
you
to
go.
figure it out. I'm still trying to.
With that being said, at the moment, yearly locks, Whitey, you are 2-1. Upsets, you are 0-1. Of course, we don't do it every week. It depends on if you want to call that game out. Right now, locks, I am also 2-1. Upset, I am 2-2. Drapes, in your locks, you are 1-1, and in your upsets, you are a 0-4. 0.
Oh, really? I've done that many?
Yeah, on the upsets. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
with that being said, overall for the season, I'm still in the lead, 33 and 38. Both of you guys now are tied at 32 and 39. So you guys have back to back.
Soda. Oh, that's Stanton. Stanton. I'm sorry. Yeah, Stanton.
Oh my goodness. Solo
Yankees
shot.
on top. John Carter. I'm rooting for the Yankees Dodgers. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Yankees Dodgers.
106 miles per hour fastball. Is that what I looked at? And
Was
you
it
turned on
Wouldn't
that?
surprise me.
Man,
That guy throws just straight
106
gas.
they throwing out there
Is
now?
that what that said?
That's a little high, but
Yeah,
he
that's
does
a
know
little
where-
high. I'm like, what? That's
Like
almost as
that.
crazy as LaGuardia catching Aaron Judge. I'm
know,
like, did I
right?
see 106?
I
That
think a
can't be
couple
right.
years ago he threw a slider at 100, but I don't know about 106.
Let me see.
Oh, man.
They're going to review for whatever reason, right?
Oh, they're checking out. Uh-oh. Controversy. Nah, they're playing it. Here it is. Did he touch?
Yeah,
that's touch. That's touch.
So the Yankees have the lead.
I didn't get to see. Did you guys see the home run?
No, I just saw it going out.
Okay.
Just another one right over the fence,
They're
though.
appealing that he missed first base. Here's the appeal.
Safe. Come on, man.
Look at Stab talking in from the dugout. Hey, man, what's wrong with y'all? Come on, Steve. You know better than that. That's a former Oakland A right there. Sitting there trying
This
to
is that
do
loss
that
Whitey's talking about.
That's what they're resorting to now. It's like, I don't know, maybe he missed first base. Throw over there.
Right. 15 minutes ago, they were feeling good.
Oh, it's tough.
Are they going to show a replay of the home run?
No, it looks like they're challenging something.
Guardians challenge?
Come
on.
Because he stepped on first
Come
base.
on. Don't tell me they're going to get the ultra zoom and look and see. Come on, man. This is
the
baseball.
red camera?
You know how baseball is.
The 12K? Yeah, it's interesting.
So, Jay, when you have the numbers, that's pure win-loss. That doesn't include any of the
points.
bonuses,
No,
right?
yeah. So those are just outright game picks against the spread.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But each week, the lock and the upset contributes to who wins that week.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking for a replay, and they're continuing to show.
No, they show them at the bag.
Yeah, like who cares?
All confirmed.
Yeah, that's whack. So with that being said, you guys have creeped up on my back. You're up on my spinal cord.
Oh, yeah. What's the number? How far back are we?
You are one game back. Both
Okay.
of you guys
Ooh,
are literally
okay.
tied. 32. And look at Jazz Chills
Up
them.
the middle.
Boy, the Indians are falling apart. Look like the Padres last week.
Ooh. Actually, the Guardians now, Jay. I say that because I made that mistake a million times myself this week.
What are you talking about?
You just called them the Indians.
Oh, did I?
Did he say the Indians?
I'm sorry.
I've done that a million times.
Yeah, you're right.
dang.
I did that last week, too, and the same thing. Stanton went opposite field, too.
Look at him.
Dang.
Pitchers supplying a lot of that power.
Yeah, he is.
Right.
All right, fellas. With that being said,
All right.
we picked tonight's game. We are week 7, week 6 in our picks because we skipped one due to vacation. The Broncos, Drapes guy, Bo Nix.
My guy.
He's
Bo
on the
Nix.
road, coming down to Nolans, to the boot, the food. Home dog. Home dog.
2.5.
The
Jay?
Saints
I got 3.
are getting 3.
Three
Yes.
now.
The Saints are getting 3.
This is easy.
Ooh, this is easy.
This is easy.
Well, then you start,
Go first,
Mr.
yeah.
Easy.
I'm going Saints. I know they're reeling right now.
Really?
I know they've lost 4 in a row. But come on. You're at home.
Rice.
You're at home. You can't. The Broncos
No,
aren't that
Ali,
good.
Chris Olave.
Dog, give me the Saints. I'm
Is
taking
Taysom
the point.
Hill playing?
I don't even know if he's playing.
He's not playing.
Oh, Whitey's going Broncos over there. I see that look. I've seen that look
Spencer
before.
Rattler.
I've seen that look before. Give me Saints, Jay. Come on, man. How many times I got to say?
All right.
Yeah, you give me the Denver Broncos.
Really?
The place is going to be, and I don't. This is neither here nor there, but with Sean Payton returning, the place is going to be jumping tonight.
Exactly. That's why the Saints going to win.
He doesn't coach Saints anymore. Though. That's the thing.
Oh, their team going to be fired up. Bo Nix going to be shook.
I'll say this. Thursday nights, I normally take the home team. The last 2 weeks, I haven't. I'm going on the road favorite. I'll take the Broncos. Bo Nix.
I believe in Bo Nix.
Travel defense. The defense travels, right?
Yeah.
No Certain, though. He's got a concussion.
That's right.
Patrick
That's
Surtain.
right. Yeah. What is Bo Nix going to say when he finds out, Drapes picking against you this week, Bo?
See, Bo understands. I think with my head, not with my heart. Unlike other people around here, you and Jay. You know, I'm being unbiased here. This is how I really
I have
see it.
no
tonight.
bias either way in this.
No,
game.
but in the Niners, you guys do. Like, y'all got the Niners going 17-0 this season. Like, they never go. I can't wait to do tomorrow's pick. Chiefs Niners. See where y'all go with that.
There'll be an opportunity there.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be nice to see the Kings play well tonight? Whitey's wish list is coming up as we get you ready for the Kings and the Clips on Sacktown Sports.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all 4 arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
Don't you deserve healthcare you can count on? Well, you can count on United Healthcare. With Medicare plans that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. You can enjoy reliable coverage and low out-of-pocket costs with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans. Made for California, trusted everywhere. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
According to Dave Pells, most golfers don't allow for enough break on putts. During your next round, mark your scorecard, whether you missed putts above the hole with an A or below the hole with a B. If you have more Bs, add more break until you have an equal number of A and B misses, and you'll make more putts. Ernie L. says bombing the driver on a par 5 might not always be the best strategy. Rather, you should get yourself to your ideal shot distance to the green. So if that's 120 yards, then for a 500-yard hole, you need shots of 200 and 180 yards. There are lots of ways to play a hole. Bobby Jones said a leading difficulty with the average player is that they totally misunderstand what is meant by concentration. They may think they're concentrating when they are merely worrying. Jones and all the great players knew that the game is played in the 6 inches between your ears. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Serving my country required sacrifice that changed my life forever. I remember the day I came home. Because of my injuries, this house wasn't right for me anymore. I remember the narrow doorways, the small bathrooms, the shelves out of reach when in my wheelchair. Every day was full of obstacles. I felt trapped. I remember a better day, the day my family received a specially adapted custom home from Homes for Our Troops. That day changed everything. Now we have a safe and accessible home to enjoy the freedom I fought for. This place, our home, is exactly what we needed to rebuild our lives.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
Finally, an easy way to find home improvement contractors. Just visit subcontractorsunited.com and simplify your search for home services professionals. From cabinets to windows, roofing to plumbing, Subcontractors United is an easy, simple way to find and hire a home improvement contractor. And you never have to give up personal information. So no harassing phone calls like you get from those other websites. Subcontractorsunited.com is sponsored by D&D Cabinets and Savage Design.
There's no need to be scared of auto maintenance this October. Your local Jiffy Lube has just the treats you need without the tricks, like fast oil changes or wiper blades for the upcoming rainy season. Serving greater Sacramento area customers since 1984 with over 30 convenient locations to choose from. Open daily, early at 7:30 and open past 6 p.m. at most locations. Just visit jiffylube.com to find a location near you and valuable coupons to save money too.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
The Kings are playing the Clippers tonight. It's a 7:30 tip.
7:30, yes.
You may know that. A lot of people around here apparently didn't know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I spotted you because I look and see how long I'm got to be here. You know, like
You mean how long you get to be?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I rephrase that. But I'm like, damn, we got to go really all the way to 6 tonight.
Yeah.
Might turn it over to High Flyer. You know, he's always down to talk.
Yeah.
Let him finish out the
Not only, fellas, normally we're gone 4:30 on Thursday.
Right.
Yeah.
The great Kyle Ledbetter is going to be, keeping the broadcast on the air tonight. He just got here and he's like, yeah, I'll see you guys in half an hour. It's like, no. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, I got here early. And then Chase the high flyer just pulled up.
He gonna be pissed. We're gonna get an hour of high flyer. You know how he just walks in and tries to take over the show.
We also have this from Campy. Campio says it would be nice in the chat. It would be nice to see in caps. It'd be nice to see the Kings tonight. That's very doable. Of course, you want to hear them here on Sacramento Sports, but you can see the Kings.
Go to NBC Sports app.
Yeah,
NBC Sports app. And if Campio got it, you should be able to watch the Sacramento Kings.
Watch on your phone, watch on your personal computer. It's also kings.com, right?
Yeah.
I had some issues with that, but it is available there as well.
Yeah. What is it? Kings.com/ live,
I think.
Live, is it? Or yeah. So, but they've been having some issues, man. And so hopefully it, be ready to go.
I flyer, the game's at 7:30,
big
right?
Perm. What's
Did you know that?
You know you early.
He early. He didn't know.
Super early, big dog. Super early.
He might as well go ahead and pull up a chair back here with me.
I'm about to let him take my spot.
Oh, okay. Well,
tap in, big fella. He can shoot. Tap in.
By the way, I know, Henry, you're very busy, and I know you listen. You don't have a chance probably to listen to everything that's said on the show, but yesterday on the program, someone on the panel right now, and it wasn't me, said that one-on-one you would be too slow, you're too muscle-bound, and that he would feast on you.
Why would you say such a thing?
In a one-on-one battle. I don't want to have to go get the recording of it, but I will if I have to.
KD.
Yeah, your thoughts.
Hey, you know what? I must have missed that part.
Yeah, you missed that. I don't know why Jay was talking crazy like that about high flyer.
I must have missed that part. But I was listening to y'all, man, talk about who can guard who can do what to who on a one-on-one.
Coaches.
Yeah, we were talking about coaches.
Okay.
That's how it
taking
started,
coaches.
and then it went a little,
But you know what, though? I didn't play with a couple of those coaches, so I kind of like take it personal. I'm like, hold on.
You can beat all them coaches out there? You still keep it real, high flyer. Like, that's not.
Can I still play?
Yeah, can you still move?
Could you beat him?
I tell you what, I won't dunk anymore, but I can still slide. I can still shoot, and I can still pass the ball.
Why you not getting up touching the rim no more?
Huh? Oh, no.
His knees are bad, man.
When's the last time you done it? Last time you dunked, like you tested yourself?
55.
Gotcha.
How old you then?
58.
Okay, 3 years. All
But
right.
what do you think of Kyle
I got
Draper
it. Nah.
laying down the gauntlet? That's
Well,
not.
what?
He said it. He
You
did
know
say
what?
that.
Hey, I want to go see Drapes play, man, because Drapes been hyping himself, dog. I tell you what.
Let's go.
Hey, Drapes has major confidence in
Your
himself.
boy in shape, too?
Because he was telling me, right, because, me and Drapes stay in the same neighborhood. He was like, yo, man, I'm playing in this hoop league. Man, I'll be housing these cats. I was like, Drapes, next time you play, you let me know. I'm going to come watch you get down.
You know what it is, though, fellas.
Kyle, press pause.
I'm going to keep it real, high flyer, Whitey and Jay. I'm going to keep it real. The stats might not be there, but the eye test, when you play against somebody, the way they move, if they know what they're doing out there.
As soon as they get the ball and you see them shoot one time, you know.
Exactly. Right. And that's all I'm saying.
Right.
I might not go out there and get 30 or nothing like that, but I know how to play the game.
I ain't seen you shoot yet, though. See, I haven't seen you shoot the ball yet. Once I see you shoot and go up and down the floor, I'm going to give you your props. If you do it right, I'm going to be like, you know what? KD used to do something back in the day, because you can look at somebody and tell. It's called evaluating talent. I've been doing this for the last 18 years, evaluating talent. So I'll be able to look at your game and say,
flyer.
Yeah.
No, but keep it real.
Oh, no, he didn't.
You ain't even got to look at my game. Just the way you know me, the way I talk about basketball.
Oh, you talk a great game.
I ain't one of the.
No. You talk a great game. I will say that. I mean, your game, your mouthpiece, Drapes, is excellent, dog.
Yeah, first team all league, right?
Hey, all-star.
Yeah.
That's called confidence.
Hey, his mouth game is
That's called confidence, man. That's called belief in yourself.
His tongue game is vicious.
So you're saying you see a guy playing or a woman, they get the ball, they square up, triple thread, right there, right?
Not triple threat. You got to give me a little something else different than that.
Yeah.
You know what? Anybody that went to a camp in the 3rd grade know how to triple threat, right?
Right. That's basic.
That's basic. I want to see you dribble. I want to see you come off a screen. I want to see you pull up. And you know what? I will say this. The way you trot back down court after you hit a shot.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. The fluidity.
That's what you
That
know.
let you know somebody got down before that.
I ain't worried about that, man. I'm not worried about that at all.
But you know what, though? You know what I do like about Drapes?
What?
Drapes play 80s basketball.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I was listening to Drapes yesterday, and I was like,
you know what I'm talking about.
I'm like, man, Drapes act like he been playing ball at Folsom.
I'm telling you, man.
Not Lifetime Fitness.
He playing prison ball.
That's how I play it.
Not lifetime, Jim, but lifetime sentence.
Yeah, right. That's how it is, man. We're not letting you get no easy layups or nothing like that. Check ball up top.
Bro, I played that game. I'm with you.
You know how it is. Come on now.
And you know what? And I've actually played on the court, man. You know, pick up, no fouls. No foul.
Yeah, no foul rule. Yeah.
If you ain't played basketball until you play the no foul rule.
Right.
You can foul as hard as you want to.
I missed that.
And I'm gonna tell you, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna fight before the game.
It's gonna be a fight. It's definitely gonna be a fight.
You're gonna fight before the game over with. So you have to be ready.
Man, you know what? So my son went to Lifetime yesterday. He played yesterday, and he, videotaped himself doing shots. I'm gonna tell him to roll the camera next time I'm hooping.
Yeah.
Next time I'm out there.
No. You call me. I'm gonna come meet you.
The eye test.
I'm right
you
down
gonna come
the
out
street
and
from
see?
Lifetime. I'm gonna roll down there and say, "Okay, Drake, let's go, baby."
Sunday, 9:00 we usually play.
In the morning?
Yep.
I'm there.
Okay.
Sunday at 9, I'm
Sunday
there.
at 9. I think I can make that one.
Sunday at 9, I'm there.
The last time, this might have been the last time I played pickup. I was living in Pacifica, and I drive by on Sundays. These guys were playing outside every Sunday morning. So I go out there and I joined the game. First time I get the ball, I'm driving right side of the floor, and this guy, and he just checks me with his forearm, and he's shoving me against the sideline the whole way down to the baseline, pushing me, and the ball goes off my foot and goes out of bounds. Well, it's the first time I've ever played there. I'm not going to call a foul, right? So I just turn around, go back up the floor, and this guy runs over to me. He goes, "Hey, if you play out here, you're going to have to call fouls." But, a new pickup game, that's the last thing you want to do is cry foul the first time you get the ball.
And my thing is a whole lot different than yours.
Of course.
Every time I go play pickup ball, I don't care where I go. It's going to be one dude that's going to be like, if I play Henry Turner real tough, the Kings are going to give me a tryout.
They look at
it. And I never go out and play pickup ball the way I play professionally. It's just not the
different.
same.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. It's apples and oranges. Pickup ball is for fun. When I'm on that court, that's business, baby. You messing with my money. You're messing with the food. But I have to tell some of these guys, and I tell guys who play other professional players and stuff like that, I'm like, understand, you couldn't touch me. Your best day, you couldn't touch me on my worst day. And I'm sorry, I got paid to play this game. All right? When you get paid to do something, you know what? Whitey, you real nice on that mic, ain't you? I already said Kyle's tongue game is vicious. This is what y'all do.
Right.
This is what you come on, man. Are you gonna let somebody who hasn't been on the mic come in here and just dominate your show like that?
No.
Exactly. This is what y'all do. So it's the exact same way when I'm on the court. Bro, yeah, you might have played a little bit in junior high school. Okay. You played a little bit in high school. And I'm like this. Even if you was nice in college, you still don't want to see me.
Ooh, high five. Let's go.
As much time and energy as I put in on this court, you don't want to see me. My IQ is going to just take you out the game. Without even touching the ball, my IQ already got you beat.
The interesting thing is, and I know you were just kidding yesterday, Kyle.
Yeah.
You talked about how you could handle Henry, and I just asked about it.
Did he really say that?
I did say
he
that.
did.
I did.
He did say that. I know you didn't even address it. Which
I said you got too many muscles. You can't move. You got you're too big now.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I like that. See, because you play a little gorilla ball, and I weigh about 280 now, dog. So we can get in there.
I'm with you. Let's go. We can body up. Let's go, baby.
We get there. Get it. And we still gonna be boys. I'm gonna take him out to dinner after I bust him up.
After you bust me up. Oh man.
All right. So you didn't address it because you thought we were kidding, but he did say it.
He said that. Okay. All right. Game on.
Come on, man. Come on, Henry.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know probably about like 9:30 Sunday.
Sunday.
It's gonna be early.
I know, right? Let me
9:30
Let me
Sunday.
make sure. Hopefully they playing, but yes, I'm gonna be there. This
HT, you send out that mass text, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all 9:30 if KD wants some or not.
Yep, 9:30. You will, dog. You don't even need that.
How's the knee?
9:05. You'll let me know.
How's the knee?
Me?
Yeah.
It's still a little shoddy,
Okay.
but
All right.
I'm in better condition.
That ain't letting you
Wait.
get.
Yeah, I got a little
Hold
knee
on.
issues.
You got
Arthritis.
You got a bad rotary and spindle?
I'm Jordan with the Wizards, bro.
No,
That's my game. Jordan with the Wizards.
Is that mid range? That's mid.
That's that old man mid range game, high flyer. I know how to get to my spots, fade away, create the space.
You know what? Hold on. That's disrespectful.
Oh,
that's disrespectful. And you know what? If you say Jordan with the Wizards, I'm gonna have to slap the spit
how
out your
about Vince
mouth.
Carter with the Kings?
No, I'm about
Can
to
I
give
get
you.
that?
I'm about to give you Andre Miller game.
All right, okay, I'll take Andre Miller.
And that old man
game.
Yeah, there
Yep,
you go.
yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Jordan with the Wizards is giving you a little much.
He was better than people remember, huh?
You know
Jordan
what?
with the Wizards.
You know the who Jordan?
With the Wizards, yeah. People say,
Come on, man, it's still Michael, bro.
I know.
It's still. I mean, it ain't vintage Michael.
Yeah.
But like I said, on Mike's worst day, you can't do nothing with him. I don't care what you do. On Michael Jordan's worst day, if you're an ordinary cat, you can't see him.
Come on, high flyer. Don't be doing that, man. I'm gonna pull up the numbers right now, bro.
I said if you're an ordinary cat.
Oh, if you're an ordinary cat. Oh, yeah.
You can't do nothing. And Mike was on, like I say, on his last leg.
And he was still, 22, 9, and 20 points a game, something like that, his last 2 years.
Nah, but he shot 41% his second to last year.
Mike
put up 22 shots a game.
Mike never
His
did have
second
a
to
great
last year.
shooting percentage. Mike shot the ball a lot.
Yeah, he got him up. He got them up. 22.1 shots his second to last year. His last year, 18.6 shots. He shot 44%, so a little bit better.
Henry, who was the first guy you played against, high school or college or pro, that was the guy and you felt like, man, I played with him. I know I can play this game, or you proved that you belong. The best player you played earliest in your career where you're like, man, I got to show I belong against this guy.
Well, I mean, you got to know the lineage and the tutelage of Oakland. You know, I grew up playing with Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, and Brian Shaw. We was all on the same AAU squad. And you sprinkle in some Greg Foster and some Antonio Davis. That was our squad. So everybody was good. But I'll tell you what, when I first hit the pros and let me know that I was in the big time and this was a different feel and it's just a different game, is when I started working out with Mitch Richmond and Chris Mullin. I mean, they really changed the game for me. The way they worked out, how methodical they were, you know, just the overall, just in the gym passion. I mean, I really looked at myself and was like, I don't know if I really want to be a pro. If that's what it takes.
Huh? Yeah.
Them dudes shot the ball. I mean, it showed in their game. It really did. It showed in the game because, like, I used to guard Chris Mullin in the summer leagues. And I looked at Chris and I'm like, he fat, he's slow, he can't jump. I'm about to house this dude. I'm about to house it. And KD, he was so methodical at what he did. And when he caught that, and he was left-handed, okay? So that threw you off for like the first quarter. He left-handed. And if he got that ball off, 8 times out of 10, it was dropping. That's just how efficient he was at shooting the basketball. And gave me buckets. That first year I guarded Chris Mullin, I learned a lot. Because I learned that it wasn't about how fast you was, how strong you were, how high you jumped. Man, I was jumping out the gym, and he would get it like 2 inches over my fingers and shock him. And we going down on the other side.
Oh, man.
Mitch Richmond the same way.
Mitch.
Rock was a monster, and he hated to lose.
Really?
You know, Mullin played. You know, we playing pickleball. So, you know, you get a little testy or whatever. But Mitch hated to lose. So, I mean, he acted like you had ate his dinner. I'm about to kill you.
The Rock.
Yeah, and if you lost, check up. We're going again. Check up. We're going again. I can tell you guys this story.
All right, let me hear this.
Real quick. I remember St. Jean's our coach. and I'm Mitch's backup, right? I come in for Mitch the little time he comes out the game. But every game, me and Mitch worked out one-on-one together to get ready for the game. So, every once in a while, a garbage can get a steak every once in a while, right? So I'm having a nice day. KD, I'm knocking down everything. And we go to 5. Boom. First game, Hank win. Second game, knock him down. Boom. It's 2-1. All right, we're going to go to 5. All right. Third game, boom, knock him down. So Mitch kept saying, run it back, run it back, run it back. Bro, it got to be like about a couple of minutes before Saint got to, talk to us about warming up. Saint came out the locker room and saw me, and me and Mitch, we going hard. He's like, what in the hell is wrong with both of you guys? He said, Mitch, you got to start the game. He said, when you're tired, guess what? Your backup is tired. I can't play neither one of you guys. Get the hell in here.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. Oh, man. High Flyer. Somebody said you were at Folsom watching your son play. Somebody said High Flyer was out at Folsom High School last Saturday watching his son play hoops. Is that true?
No.
Nah?
Wasn't me.
Come on, man. Come on.
No,
So BW said that.
No.
No, I'm saying this person, man.
Last Saturday we had a game, bro.
No, we played
Sunday.
Sunday. But you weren't at
No, I was in Fresno at that time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
All right.
No, if I was there, bro, I would say I was there.
How much does it matter, if at all, that the Kings get a win tonight?
None.
Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be
Don't
nice?
you want to win tonight?
No.
Come on, High
No.
Flyer. Come on, man.
No. I want to see the Kings shoot better. I want to see the Kings rebound better. I want to see them take care of the basketball. I want to see them the gimmicky zone defense. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah,
a little bit.
It doesn't look fluent to me.
Right now.
So let them keep working on that, because it seems like they're going to go to it a lot when they can't guard that 3-point line. They're going to go to that gimmick zone defense. So want to see those guys get acclimated with that. I don't care if they win or lose or not, because it makes no difference. I've seen teams go 5-0 in preseason and go 0-5 once the season starts. So it makes no difference.
My wish list for tonight would be 1, just don't get demolished at the 3-point line. Make a few and don't give up a high percentage, because they've been shooting 25% and giving up 45%.
Yeah.
So just don't get demolished. I'd like to see the offense with a little more flow to it.
Okay.
Yeah, which they're not shooting the ball well. You make a few more shots, everything looks better, huh? Yeah.
For sure. Because it's a make or miss league. And when your offense is going, 9 times out of 10, the defense follows.
Yeah.
But, for me, I know shooting can change within a night. Your defense ain't going to come up that fast. You have to work on that. That's why I'm like, okay, if y'all going to be running this, this matchup zone, you better understand how to do it. And I've been telling KD this for a long time. I'm like, if we playing small ball, I'm fine with that, because that's what our roster is consisted of. But you better learn how to play small ball. There's a couple of things you got to do. You got to gang rebound. I'm sorry. Everybody has to gang rebound when you're playing small ball, right? And you got to be able to have on-ball pressure. You can't let guys just go straight to the basket.
Especially in the zone.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of things that they really have to get good at in order to say, okay, well, you know what, this year we're going to play small ball. We're going to run everybody out the gym.
So do you think them playing zone, which they did a little bit last year and the year before, it's kind of an admission that they're not the greatest with certain personnel on the floor at defending on the perimeter?
Both defending and rebounding.
Yeah.
And rebounding, because
it's tough to rebound out of a zone, though.
But no, not really, because you got 3 guys down there. You just don't have Domas and everybody spread out. All right. Keegan's closer. DeMar's closer, because they're playing a zone, a matchup zone. So at the end of the day, if you want to get the ball and get out in transition, what they do well, you got to rebound first. If you're studying taking the ball out of the basket, there's no transition. So there's a big part of your game that's non-existent. So that's why they're going to have to figure out some of these gimmick defenses, and everybody will have to buy into gang rebounding in order to get that ball on the offensive end.
How much of their struggles this season is because they aren't healthy? They aren't whole. We ain't got no Kevin Huerter. We haven't seen our boy Trey Lyles.
Under Robinson.
O-Rob.
Trey Lyles is a big part. Trey Lyles is a huge part of what we do. We missed him big time last year. I was crying when he went down last year.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, we need this dude. Kevin Huerter is a guy that's in that log jam. You know, I listen to you guys. You guys were like, you know, just having him out there on the floor, you know, guys have to guard him. I will say that you have to respect him. Yep. The only problem I had with Kevin Huerter last year is that his confidence was gone, so his jump shot wasn't falling. And we know he was a liability on defense on the other end. So you can't have two bad X's. You can have one, but you can't have two. You know, you can't be a liability on the offensive side and the defensive side. You got to sit down. Come on over here, man. We got to talk about this. Keon, get in there.
Yeah.
You know, so, but we are log jammed at the 1 and the 2. I mean, think about it right now. Okay, we just signed Dougie McBuckets. He gonna be at the 3.
Yeah,
he gonna be at the 3. So now, when you're thinking about, okay, well maybe Keon Ellis could play a little 3. Now that solidifies him at that 1 and 2 spot. And then we got McLaughlin. He's playing well. So now, like, boy, okay, he can run this point guard position real tough. And we ain't even talked about the 2 dudes that start and number 1 guy coming off the bench.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of minutes that's going to have to be dispersed, and I don't think everybody's going to be able to play. It's going to be a serious log jam at that 1 and 2.
Yeah. It's what's interesting, too, because you didn't even talk about the rookie, Devin Carter. When he comes back,
he hurt. I ain't even mentioned him.
But we, like,
right. But when he
comes back,
and that throws another wrinkle in at the 1 and the 2.
You think the roster is unbalanced, huh?
Oh, big time.
Okay.
Big time. You know what? I think the Kings still, and you know, Monty, a lot of people are like, well, you know, Monty McDermott, he don't make a move. No, he wants to make a move, and he understands. He understands basketball at the highest level. Believe me, that dude, basketball IQ, he sees what's going on with the roster. But right now, the problem is, it's easy, Whitey, when you have to go in and just create a whole new roster. You can sign anybody you want to.
Right.
I'm going to sign this guy, that guy, this guy. It's no problem because I'm doing a whole new roster. The hard part is when you got a legitimate basketball team, and now I need one guy for that position, and I need one guy for this position, and I got to make sure that both of those guys be able to come in and integrate with what we have going. That's the hard part.
So who would Henry start at the 2 guard? We're back with that. Drive, guys, getting ready for the Kings and the Clippers. Sacktown Sports.
Made a Chevy Silverado blowout is on with $12,750 off MSRP. Every new 2024 Silverado half-ton LT in stock after rebates. Or choose $12,000 off MSRP on every new 2024 Silverado half-ton RST in stock after rebates. Exclusively at Made Chevy at MadeChevy.com. Sacramento's Silverado headquarters. Whatever Silverado you choose, you'll save thousands at Made Chevy. Together, let's drive.
Not available with special financing, leasing, some other offers. Less greater 2010 model year or newer. Ends 10/31/24.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Oh, O'Reilly.
Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts in West Sacramento and Town Center Plaza next to Nugget Markets now through October 29th for the Customer Appreciation Day sale. You'll get 2 times O rewards points on select purchases. Plus, pick up 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and receive a $10 gift card after rebate. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your Town Center Plaza, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
Don't you deserve health care you can count on? Well, you can count on United Healthcare. With Medicare plans that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. You can enjoy reliable coverage and low out-of-pocket costs with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans. Made for California, trusted everywhere. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today.
Hey, October's already heating up on the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. Enjoy family fun at Dave's Pumpkin Patch in West Sacramento all month long. Pick your perfect pumpkin, navigate the corn maze, jump on a massive jumping pillow, and create unforgettable memories for the kids. On October 20th, don't miss Renee Vaca at the Crest Theater for a night of laughs and entertainment. And mark your calendar for Sinners and Saints, the region's best Halloween party on October 26th at the venue at Thunder Valley, complete with a $5,000 costume contest. It's the most spooktacular event of the season. Looking ahead into November, join us for Legends of Motown at the venue at Thunder Valley November 23rd, bringing you the classic hits that defined a generation. And you're not going to want to miss the Jersey Boys Midtown Men Holiday Show December 8th, also at the venue at Thunder Valley. It's going to be a night filled with festive cheer and old school classics. And stay tuned to Sacktown Sports for all your live event updates and your chance to win tickets.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all 4 arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
De'Aaron Fox plays here.
Stolen by Fox. Breakaway coming up for De'Aaron. And a simple, casual spike to the left hand. The Kings lead by 3.
Sacktown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Point.
Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots. I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down.
Ace,
you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Don't miss the action as the Kings tip off their 40th season in Sacramento. Be there for opening night at Golden One Center on Thursday, October 24th, when the Kings take on the Minnesota Timberwolves at 7 p.m. Tickets for all games are on sale now, so be sure to get yours to see De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, new addition DeMar DeRozan, and all of your Sacramento Kings take the court. Head to kings.com/tickets to secure your seat for the action.
It's time to review the top 3 highlights of the day. I'm joined as always by my co-anchor Snoop.
Hey, what up, though?
Snoop, number 1 has to be getting the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence at T-Mobile.
Yeah, you should hustle down to T-Mobile like a dog chasing a squirrel, chasing a nut.
Nice analogy, Snoop. Dogs do love to chase squirrels.
And squirrels love to chase those nuts.
On to highlight number 2, with T-Mobile, families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
That is very impressive. You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
That's exactly what I'm planning on doing with my savings, Snoop. Now, take it away, Snoop.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on them. Now drop that jingle.
With 24-month bill credits, eligible trade in on Go 5G Next. Well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits, and credit stop and balance on required finance agreement too. Bill credits end if you pay off the device early. See how you can save versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
Whitey here, reminding you that not all grills are created equal. Give your family a real treat. Bring out all the flavors of the upcoming holidays with the amazing Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers. Napoleon grills that features other grills can't match. They're built different, built better, built to last, complete with a lifetime warranty. All made with premium steel that boasts absolute quality. Just because it's October does not mean we can't barbecue outside. Visit California Backyard now for your best selection of grills and Napoleon Grills accessories.
For Kings talk and so much more, the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
The high flyer Henry Turner joining us, getting ready for game night, Kings and the Clippers. Henry, you were just talking about how you marveled at the work ethic of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond when you worked out with them. You talking about Chris Mullin as a shooter. So I just looked this up. You know, Chris Mullin for his career as a three-point shooter, he shot 38%. He had 41, 45%, 45, 40%. The most he ever took per game in a season was 3.7. In 1995, he took 3.7 a game. This is a career 38% shooter, who, as I said, a number of years, he's well over 40. And they just didn't shoot him. You know, if he played now.
Yeah, he get up 9 a game, something like that.
And that's where you got it misconstrued. I didn't say he was shooting threes. I say the boy shot the ball.
Okay.
I mean, his mid-range game was just crazy. You know, little jump shot, bank shots. Oh,
yeah.
Man, little flip shots.
But he can make the three, too.
Oh, yeah, he could.
But they just, back then, didn't shoot him.
No, not at all. I think back when I played, Mitch might have took 3, maybe 5 a game. 5 at the most.
Did you play when the line was a little closer, when they moved it up a couple years?
I played when it was back also.
Okay.
I came in 88. And the line was way back. I mean, it was like 2 feet back.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, it was deep. And then when they moved it closer, that's when everybody started shooting it in. Everybody was like, "Oh, this ain't nothing. This is nothing." I mean, big guys was like, "Wow, I can knock these down."
Who's your starting 2 guard right now if you're putting together the Kings lineup? Drapes and I'll just tell you, I don't know how you feel about it. Drapes is not sure it should be Keon. Right now, I think Keon would be my starting 2 guard.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you go? Which way would you go?
I would go totally the opposite direction. I said this from day one, and I still believe it to be true, because I want a bigger team. I understand we're up and down team, but I want a team that's going to be able to grab rebounds. I want a team that's going to be able to play a little defense. I'm starting DeMar at the 2.
Oh, okay.
I got Fox at the 1, DeMar at the 2. I'm putting Keegan at the 3, and I'm putting Trey at the 4.
Wow.
Sabonis at the 5.
Interesting.
Damn. Trey as your starting 4.
Yep. Trey is a great stretch 4 because he can knock down that shot, and he got a little ruggedness to him. He got a chip on his shoulder. He's not going to get beat up down low. He's going to help Sabonis rebound the ball. Keegan is putting on a little muscle. I think Keegan can do a whole lot with a 3. Definitely guard him, no problem. And we can rebound the ball and get out and go.
What do you think of that, Drapes?
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that one iota. I like Trey Lyles. I like Trey Lyles a lot. But my only issue is that log jam at the 1-2.
I know
is even deeper now.
It's deeper now, right? Because you put DeMar in that situation. So yeah, it's going to be tough.
I would start Kevin Huerter, depending on if he's making shots. Is he Kevin Huerter of 2 years ago, or is he Kevin Huerter of last season?
Kevin Huerter.
And here's why I would start Kevin Huerter, high flyer, and why I would bring Keon off the bench. When the defense goes sideways to start the game, Who's in the bullpen that you can pull out to change the game defensively?
You know what? You need a firecracker. You need a game changer.
And that's, to me, would be Keon Ellis coming off the bench.
On the defensive end.
On the defensive end.
Okay, so now you're saying that basically you're running Monk at the 1.
As your backup?
Of course.
Or him and McLaughlin.
But I'm saying you're running Monk at your 1.
What he was last season.
Yes, he handled the ball a lot.
Yeah, handled the ball a lot.
He handled the ball a lot, and I would give that. So you're going to have Monk at the 1. You're going to have Keon Ellis at the 2, right? Okay, so we got a couple other guards that got to get off the bench. And how are they going to play?
Where's Kevin Huerter fit in, though?
That's the biggest question.
Because here's the thing.
the biggest
you
question.
Got Malik. Yeah. You already got Malik as your bench guy.
You know he's number 1 off the bench. But the question is he going to be number 1 at the 2? Or is he going to be number 1 at the 1? Because McLaughlin then threw a wrench in there.
Yeah.
Because he's playing
for everybody.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Yeah. See, what I like about Keon potentially as a 2 is that if you have DeRozan and Murray and Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox, you want them taking a lot of shots. There's only so many shots to go around. You remember when, had like Mark Ivaroni with Philly and you had Rambis with the Lakers. Those teams had so many great offensive players. It's nice to have a guy that doesn't need the ball. If Keon, as good as he is defensively, if he can make the open shot so that the other team just like, we're not guarding him, that doesn't work. But if he can make enough of his threes like he did last year where you can't just leave him, I like his fit with the rest of them.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly because really you have a lot of guys that want to shoot the ball. But I think Sabonis throws a little bit of wrinkle in there too because he's really and our half court offense, he facilitates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not really shooting because he's not looking to shoot because he's looking to give it up. Now you got Keon on the side that they're really like in limbo mode with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the guy they're going to say, you know what, make him shoot the ball.
Yeah. Oh, of
make
course.
us a believer.
Right.
And he's going to have to make a believer.
Yes.
If he doesn't,
right,
that's going to be the guy that got to come out.
He definitely got to knock it down those shots.
Right.
Yes. I agree wholeheartedly. The reason why I also said Kevin Huerter is, you heard it yesterday, you got to pay attention to him. Like I'm talking about in shoot around and walk through in the morning. I don't care how Kevin Huerter's shooting. He's in the scouting report. He's a hot guy, a guy you got to run off the line. A guy you got to go over the screen instead of under the screen on.
You know what? True. And especially his first year, he had that mantra. I think this year, he's going to be another guy they're going to stun off of. Because
I wish they would.
They did
My boy is going to be.
Hey, I'm with you.
But high five. Here's the thing, though.
I'm with you. They did last year.
So let me ask you
this. His confidence went in the toilet. And
all
of a sudden,
don't do that to him.
No, he did.
Don't do that to him.
No, Drapes. I'm just saying what happened. I'm with you. I want the dude to knock down shots. I want him to be the first year Kevin Huerter. I want him to be that guy. And Kevin Huerter wants to be that guy, but you got to look at what's happening. He coming off an off season, and he was hurt.
Yeah.
Listen to this, though, High Flyer.
I'm listening.
Listen, and I've told this to Whitey, and we've shared this on this show. Everybody says, Kevin Huerter had a bad season.
He did.
You know who had a worse shooting season than Kevin Huerter?
Who's that?
Keegan Murray.
No doubt.
So how come we ain't saying, we need Keegan to make shots?
Hey,
Kevin Huerter had a better three-point percentage than Keegan Murray.
But see, now you just stuck on 3 points. Keegan Murray didn't shoot the ball well from 3. But you have to understand, Keegan Murray is still learning this game. And they asked Keegan to do a hell of a lot more than what they asked Kevin Huerter to do because Keegan Murray was chasing around Steph Curry.
No, but that's the debate that we're having is they're going to stunt off Kevin Huerter. If they're going to stunt off Kevin Huerter, why don't they stunt off Keegan Murray then? Because we're basing it on Kevin Huerter's shootings last season.
I'll tell you what, they might, but Keegan Murray has been adept to put the ball on the ground, especially this year because he's been more aggressive. Will you say that? He's been more aggressive with the ball as far as pump faking and driving to the basket trying to score.
No, I just think this narrative that Kevin Huerter is, teams aren't going to respect him anymore. Or they're going to stunt off of him. That's not going to. Yeah, but we all agree he has to make shots.
True.
But even last year, he made shots at a better clip than a lot of people. It wasn't like this dude went from 41% to 30%.
I will say this, and like we can agree to disagree, but you're right. He shot better than Keegan Murray. They might stun off of Keegan Murray too. But I tell you what.
But I wish they would, because we gonna gash them.
Hey, Kevin Herter, those three guys, those three people we're talking about. If I'm a coach, you better make me a believer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if I believe somebody because I got a double team Domas and De'Aaron's killing me and Debo's killing me, I am going to stun off of those guys and make me a believer.
All right.
Pinch hit 2-run home run in
Guardians.
the
Noel.
Yeah, for Nerlens Noel. I wonder what he's doing now. 2-run home run of the night. So the Indians, I did it myself. The Guardians and the Yankees are tied at 5, and we're back to wrap things up here before we get you to Kings basketball next. With the high flyer in here, Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Disturbed. Live. Oh, get up, come on, get down with the 25th anniversary of the 5-time platinum album, The Sickness. 2 sets, 1 show, The Sickness in its entirety, and greatest hits with special guests, Daughtry, and nothing more. Friday, May 9th, Golden One Center. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Disturbed. Live.
Despite having no experience, Gavin Newsom made Jessica Morse his, quote, wildfire specialist. The result? Under Newsom and Morse, insurance rates and utility bills skyrocketed. Millions of dollars were slashed from the state's fire prevention budget. And they were even caught lying about their record, while millions of acres burned and families lost their homes. Now Gavin has chosen Jessica Morse again, this time to run for Congress. We have a better choice. Kevin Kiley. As our congressman, Kevin Kiley has worked across party lines to secure millions for wildfire protection and expand water supplies. And Kevin Kiley's bill to protect Lake Tahoe will bring up to $415 million home to our district to reduce the threat of fires and restore the ecosystem of the lake, delivering results and making a difference. Let's keep Kevin Kiley working for us.
I'm Kevin Kiley. I approve this message. Paid for by Kevin Kiley for Congress.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
When an overwhelmed injury victim calls Ashton or Price, we immediately remove their legal burden and introduce them to the very best medical care in the region. They focus on their health and we handle all the rest. When they reach the end of their medical journey and are reunited with happiness and hope, we unleash our decades of legal experience to obtain maximum compensation. We are real, local, experienced litigators and snappy dressers too. Consultation's free and there's never a fee until we win.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. How are you celebrating Jeep Adventure Days?
By helping you save up to $16,000 off MSRP on all remaining new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xEs. Plus, a lifetime of savings at the pump with 56 MPGE.
Oh, wow, that's huge savings, especially as gas prices seem to be going up and up again.
But that's not it. We have over 200 quality used cars available and 46 under $20,000 at the new Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter in historic downtown Woodland.
If you need a vehicle, new or used, your first stop needs to be at Hoblet. You won't find bigger savings on a better selection of vehicles anywhere. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$16,000 total net savings on select new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xEs after $4,750 dealer discount and $11,250 factory and federal rebates. Rebates include $7,500 national retail consumer cash and $3,750 federal EV tax credit, subject to third-party terms and availability. Consult a tax professional for details. At least 5% savings. See dealer for details.
your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
I just want to applaud Cleveland Guardians, and I just want to applaud baseball here because they're in the 10th inning. The Yankees in Cleveland, thanks to John Kinsey Noel's big Christmas's 2-run home run. They're playing real baseball.
Yeah, October baseball, man. This is huge.
Yeah. High flyer with us.
And they got the big guy, number 99
God,
up at the
swinging.
plate.
Jason.
You can't get no bigger than 99 in baseball.
That dude, man. Ooh, Aaron Judge. We'll be seeing him next year here in Sacramento.
That's right. Speak on it.
Yep. We'll be here in Sacktown.
High flyers, we get ready for this game. Hey, KD, Jay, dear listener, of all the moves that have been made this offseason, there still may be more, of course. Which do you think is going to have the most impact? What's going to be the most significant in this NBA season? Of all the trades, free agent signings that we've seen so far.
I mean, besides ours with Malik Monk, I don't like to keep harping on that because that's our squad. But I would say New York.
Yeah,
I think New York getting Cat is with Jalen and what they have going already.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think that makes them a contender.
And I think that's huge because it could impact both of those teams hugely, right?
Yeah,
Minnesota and the Knicks.
Because I honestly thought that Cat and Gobert had something going at the end of the year. That high low.
Yeah.
Because Cat was so efficient at the 3-point line, that really worked for them. I don't know if Julius Randle's going to be the same dude as Cat going to be from beyond the 3-point line.
Yeah.
So that might change what Minnesota has going big time.
Yeah.
But think about the offseason the Knicks have had, though.
Yeah.
Like, not only to get Cat, Mikal Bridges also.
Dude.
Like, think about that, man.
Bridges is going to be huge for them. And then what they already have. I mean, JB is a monster, man. I love what that dude do. I mean, he's a poster boy for every young man out there that wants to be in the NBA. He lets you know that you don't have to have or be a giant to play this game. You just have to have the heart of one.
Right.
Because to do 5, 10, 11 at the most and scores at will.
He got that heart, though. He got that dog.
That's what I'm saying. And scores at will. He's got the heart of a giant.
Where do you see opportunities for the Kings in the West? Drapes and I have been talking about this, all off season. Who's going to slide most likely? Where are there going to be opportunities for the Kings to move up in the West? You mentioned Minnesota. See, and Drapes disagrees, and I know there's a lot of people around the league that are with Drapes on this. I'm kind of with you. I think that trade, I don't see how Minnesota's going to be better after that trade.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're going to be better. I mean, Julius Randle's going to be a real question about, we always talk about how the fit's going to be.
Yeah.
Julius is the guy that got to have the ball in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Ant-Man's thing, right? And then what you have down low. What you got down low. Are you going to really say, okay, Rudy Gobert is going to hold us down low offensively? That was a little bit of
got Naz Reid, though, coming off the bench, high flyer.
I love Naz
Reid. And here's the thing. Not sorry to cut you guys off.
I love him.
But look at the Minnesota's roster. You say Julius Randle needs to have the ball. Well, him and Ant are the only two people that need to have the ball on that team. They don't have anybody else. Jaden McDaniels ain't going out there and get it. Mike Conley's a facilitator. Gobert's not shooting, so most teams have at least two guys that need to have the ball.
True. But Julius Randle's a guy that grabs rebounds, dribble that ball up court. I mean, it's a different field. If both of those guys can coincide, say, okay, you know what? I don't mind giving the ball. I don't mind him doing this. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I'll tell you what. I know a lot of players that would play that wouldn't let Sabonis bring that ball up the way he does.
The way Sabonis be bringing it up.
Exactly. A lot of guards would be like, no, big fella. Give me that ball. I'm going to give it to you. So, it just depends upon how the guys react.
Here's one of the keys to whether they'll be better or not, and maybe it's awfully early, but Rob Dillingham. But not now.
Rookie.
Yeah. By the end of the year, maybe.
Yeah, rookie coming off the bench.
Right.
Around. Yeah.
The West is tight. I mean, think about it right now. Okay, Dallas is the champions. You got to leave them up at the top. OKC, it's going to be monster.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you have Denver in all this? Denver's going to be a good basketball team.
That'd be good.
Okay, they're going to be up there, right?
What about Phoenix?
What about Phoenix? Is Phoenix going to be up there? Is KD and Book going to do what they're supposed to?
They got a point guard now.
Right. And bring that team up. Okay, that's 4, right? So Is John Morant and Memphis going to bounce back?
Yeah, that's the
and they got
question.
the big boy. They only lost Adams, but they bring Big Edie in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Memphis is there. That's 5.
Pelicans.
So you got one other spot to say, okay,
Yeah.
top 6. Now we're talking about Clippers, Kings, Warriors, New Orleans,
yeah.
Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Houston?
maybe, yeah.
Houston
yeah.
is going to be in the mix. It's tough.
For that 6th spot.
Let me ask you this, though, because I hear you saying that, but do you think the Kings are on that tier with the Lakers, Warriors, or are they on the tier with Denver and Phoenix?
I think they're more so on the tier with Denver and Phoenix. I honestly, when I look at this basketball team, I'm not believing in LA at all.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams.
Yep.
The Clippers nor the Lakers. I'm not believing in either one of them. I still think that both of those teams aren't going to be nothing until they shelve their rosters.
Mm-hmm.
Guys got to go. The old ones got to go. You got to bring the young ones in. I'll tell you what, though. You can't sleep on Houston, man. And what Ime Udoka does with those young boys, when he came there, think about it. He changed the game and how they played.
Yeah.
They gave us problems. They gave us fits.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're going to be a team to where you got to look out for them. All right. Portland just showed us. They're a bunch of young guys that are hungry. They want to show that they can play. They want to show that they can win. That's going to be another team where say, okay, they might be up and coming. They might not be where you are, but I'll tell you what, come in and don't be ready to play.
San Antonio too, right? In that same category.
You never bet against black. Never bet against black. Okay. And now, down there, Pop number 1, right? They got probably the tallest and the best player in the league in Webby, right? Now you bring in one of the best floor generals that ever done it.
Yeah, that's what they needed.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul made DeAndre Jordan an all-star. What you think you're going to do with this big young kid?
Yeah.
All right. And then you got some other guys that surround them. Harrison Barnes is going to be Harrison Barnes. He's going to play good basketball. So, yeah, they're going to be a decent team. But if you go up against these teams and you walk in there and you're not ready to play, you're going to get embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's no off nights in the West.
Yeah.
Can you say that? So for the Kings to do something, I want the Kings to make top 6. I really do. I'm like, top 6 for me is where this team needs to be.
That would be great.
It would be great. I think.
How many games you have to win, pardon me, to get there? You're going to have to win around 50 probably just to get it.
I got Kings at 52.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I got Kings at 52. Because I honestly think DeMar DeRozan will give us at least DeMar DeRozan and a healthy squad, because I even thought that if Malik Monk was healthy at the end, we still would have made the playoffs.
Right.
So a healthy Malik Monk, right, with the insurgence of a DeMar DeRozan, we can get at least 6 more games.
That's what I was thinking.
At least 6 more
I was
games.
thinking.
Because we lost so many games by 1 or 2 possessions, bro. And we only shoot 72% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
I mean, that could easily be rectified.
Mm-hmm.
That can easily swing when you got a guy like DeMar, even though he's been missing free throws. I'm going to talk to him. You got a guy like DeMar that shoots an 80 plus from the line and gets the respect to get to the line. So I think a 6-game bump, man. I'm at 52.
I like that. I'm feeling the same exact thing, man. And it's we got to exercise our demons against the Pelicans. That's we got to
February.
Yeah, we got to exercise our demons. But we got them 3 times in 2 weeks or something crazy like that.
Before we go there, let's go ahead and knock off Houston.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get our revenge back against New Orleans. I mean, not New Orleans, but the Bobcats, the Cats.
Oh, Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte.
It was games like that hurt us.
Yeah.
Portland walked in here and smacked
Portland got us. Indiana with no Tyrese and everybody.
Indiana walked in and got us. It's games like that to where my recipe for this team, don't lose 2 in a row.
Ooh.
If you lose 2 in a row, that third game, you got to win.
You got to win.
Yes.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, we got Kings basketball for you. High Flyer. Stick around. The High Flyer's going to stick around. Ian Scott Marsh will bring you game night. The Kings and the Clippers wrapping up the NBA preseason next right here, Sacktown Sports.